All right. So we have 5 of the top 8 here currently. And we're going to be having some more popping in. Prissy is on his way home. Pika may be able to join us. It all depends if he's still awake. He may have gone to sleep. So I'm going to unmute people currently in the live stream chat. We're just going to do a quick audio check. So people in the live stream channel, I guess we can start with Firebroth. Can you go ahead and say something? We're just going to do a quick audio check before we start. I guess I should unmute in Discord as well. Firebroth, are you able to say something?
Hello, testing.
All right, audio good. And Carter, you're up next.
Yo, how's it going?
Turning you up. And people in chat, if anyone is hard to hear or something is going wrong, please just type it in chat and we'll figure it out. And Create, I believe, is deafened, so he can't hear us at the moment. He's going to be eating something and joining in later. And NES Cardinality, can you go ahead and say something?
Testing, I am here.
All right. Are you guys able to hear all of us?
Yeah, I have so far.
There he is, says MTI. All right, so we are going to see... We're going to see if we can do this here.
It has begun.
All right, so I'm just checking now to make sure the audio is working. It appears to be working just fine. Can everybody still hear it? I had an echo for a second, just check the channel. Hear one screen? Good. All right, for those in the Discord, I have a stream up on Discord. So you guys can watch the stream so you can see it in real time. So that way your audio is going to be synced up with what is happening on the stream.
Hi guys, I'm here. It's Great.
So Prissy's going to be joining in sometime soon. He's going to be eating something real fast and then hopping in. I've got little Discord bubbles up at the top so you can see who is speaking. Whenever somebody joins in, these shuffle around, so I can't put them next to our names yet. So quick question that I have, did any of you guys get the Life Force like double KO?
I did not, because like I kept dying like over and over and just losing all my upgrades, so I could not go for the setup that I normally go for.
I had a similar problem in the beginning.
Yeah, in fact, because I died so many times and lost so many of my upgrades, I couldn't get many of the doubles on the enemies, which meant that even getting the 50k points on stage 2 took longer than normal for me with the backup. Like normally I'm able to get it on the second 5k bonus on stage 2, but I had to get the 3.
Does everybody notice the one thing that's different on the screen right now?
I'm assuming
yes,
you had to reset.
Yes, Pika.
Yeah. Pika had to reset or died. I didn't see which, but he he posted in the actual Big 20 race chat as the race started. He was like, "Already died in Life Force, LOL."
As this wall of death annihilates me, this wall gave me so much problem up to even to end the race.
I learned how to do this wall the day of.
Yeah, the wall isn't a big problem as long as you just stand to the right edge of the screen, and then your options are going to take care of it for you.
My big problem is that when I first played, I played with 1 speed or 2 speed, and by the end I was doing 3 speed, so I was dying less, like trying to kill the claws, but I could move fast enough to hit the wall and never could after that.
All these brains.
Yeah, 7 brains and the wall. Ah shit. I did not quite configure my mic properly. That's why I got ported into a different OS. Hold on.
Oh, fun times.
So all of us make it through stage 1, and Pika is at the wall. None of us got the double. Everyone was so worried that somebody was going to get the double and get just like this minute lead.
50k.
Never happened.
Yo, let's go.
Yeah, I missed out on the second claw right after the first hidden
I'm talking
bonus.
about.
So that's going to cost
Good
me
way
a
to start.
little bit of extra time. Like when we get this first bonus in level 2, I'm going to be 1,000 points out. I think it cost about 45 seconds or so.
Oh, I was paranoid about Life Force. I have a practice sheet that I fill in as I'm like going through, and anything I think I'm gonna need on race day, I keep on a race day tab. And the first like fourth of this spreadsheet is all
didn't get the ball
Life Force
first, man.
screenshots of where like the extra bonuses are.
I wonder if Grayskull got a bunch of 5Ks or something, because already being in Super Bowl, I mean, that's really strong.
Yeah. I don't know how he got so many points.
Oh no!
So he hasn't joined,
missed him, dude.
joined yet. He's getting
That was a
home,
free
he's gonna be
safety there
hopping in.
too.
But Prissy is the person who put all of this together.
Loney.
So he got the layout from Skyana, and he just downloaded each of the VODs. He put it together, synced them like frame by frame at the start, and you're going to see some extra stuff popping in, scrolling along the bottom as we start getting through these games. So big shout out to Prissy. He'll be joining later.
Yeah, this is
Alright,
really nice
this
having us
game's
all
full of
synced
it,
up
man.
together.
Okay, so quick heads up, I'm gonna have
Want it,
to restart my PC a little bit,
That's
so be back in a minute.
Sounds good.
So Life Force being the first game and like everyone being synced up, but by the end, like we're not synced up at all. So there was a little bit more to Life Force than I originally thought. Like not only just the danger, but just like, oh, you didn't get this RNG double? Well, now all of your decisions matter. Like every enemy you skipped, every claw you missed. Like it's a time loss.
Yeah, because the points are so scarce in level 2. Really interesting. I actually won the
Close
coin
on that
flip here.
kick.
I noticed a lot of people were skipping the coin toss on purpose for speed, but I figured
Oh,
it was worth
get
a
'em,
check,
dude.
and I got the win, so I just let the extra frames go.
I tested it a little bit, and the math was pretty weird. Like, obviously the fastest is skip everything and get lucky.
Yes.
But
Oh wait, no, wait,
if
they got it
you
back.
went twice,
thought I
like,
had it.
if you reset and skipped twice, it was faster to get 2 attempts with the coin flip. But if you
There
went
it
for
is.
3 times, it was faster to just reset and mash. But 4 times, it was faster to do the coin twice. And so it kept going back and forth. And
Oh, nice kickoff here.
I eventually was like, I'm just going to skip and just play whatever I get.
Oh, go, Bo.
But everyone in Tecmo Super Bowl now, and it looks like, is everybody using Bo Jackson? I think that's what most people settle on. I know some people in the race were using San Francisco, but
Oh, knows.
there were some issues with pass luck that I think a lot of people wanted to get around by just doing run plays.
So we're gonna lose some time.
I did go with
That's
San
not
Fran
a big
myself here. I
deal,
got
man.
pretty reasonable at the pass plays, but yeah, I did have some
I'm here
problem with
again.
it before.
Oh, there we go. There goes Jerry Wright for Fire Brawl.
That was a bit kind of
Yeah.
a bad kick.
Yeah. Also, I went and
313 was just
actually
wrong.
turned off the TV because no one was using it.
Dude, I couldn't. These fumbles, I could not get them, bro. 2 fumbles, I couldn't recover.
So, if you guys didn't notice, Prissy got a fumble almost immediately in Tecmo Super Bowl. I also
my
got
God.
a fumble almost immediately, but it was for the opposing team, and then I caught it.
Nice.
So I was very happy because Prissy's like complaining in the chat.
Dude, I had probably those lowest life force time out of anyone.
Well, definitely Pika. He was the last one to get out of Life Force, but he was laughing about it. He knew it wasn't too important. He was like, I can make it through.
Yeah.
Those stats not on the bottom are accurate. Actually, it looks like Pika might have beat me and Let Crate here, even with the death.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch Grayskull's Life Force.
Alright, we'll
because to
take
not
it,
get
man.
the double
We'll
kill
take
and
it.
have that large a lead. I'm just really curious how many 3, 4, 5Ks he got along the way.
I was really thinking, like, maybe if there was more time, I think Prissy was onto something when he was getting the doubles on the claws and the triples and quadruples. He was kind of sciencing it out. And I was like, he's going to figure out how to do this
Oh, man,
without the
Cephas,
double.
thank you,
And he's
thank
going to gain a minute on everybody.
Yeah, I mean the opposing team also got a
I don't lie,
fumble on my end.
Nerves
Well,
are
it
getting
happened
weak
like
now.
super
Once we get
late,
past
and
this game, we should be alright.
it happened like right as they were about to get the touchdown anyway, so I didn't save that much time. But I also got an interception, I believe.
I just went and looked, and it actually turns out that Grayskull did get the double points.
No, he did.
Yeah.
That explains
there
so
you
much. For Tecmo Super Bowl, like, I'm not a huge sports guy. Definitely don't like football. And I had no idea what was going on. Like, I constantly had to ask, like, what is a safety? What does that mean? As people were trying to explain, it's like reading things in Greek. But as I learned more about the game and I started, like, changing playbooks and, like, finding new plays, it did start to grow on me a little bit. I gotta admit.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I live in South America, so I also didn't know like a ton about American football either. And I didn't understand the terminology that much. I just like played the game, learned like the mechanics, and then it just sort of clicked for me.
And also, for people watching this, I have not watched this all the way through. And Percy put this together, and he has audio from all the different people he switches over. Sometimes they're going to have like louder audio, or they're going to have their own commentary on top. If it's ever distracting to you guys or it's too loud, just know that we can't hear it unless we're like actively listening to the stream. So let me know, and I can lower or increase the gain. So for Tetris 2,
There we go.
I'm looking at everyone playing this, and I can't help but notice that we were all like pretty separated going into Tecmo Super Bowl, and then coming into Tetris 2, we're all within like a round or two of each other, like the people that are currently on Tetris 2. I don't know exactly how that happened.
All I know is I'm watching my Tetris 2 and crying right now. I did some pretty
By the
silly
way,
things during my round.
Just
two
that
here.
interception.
I was
Chrissy's having a really solid Tetris 2.
Yeah, I was terrified about Tetris 2, especially because Prissy, I think he played nearly 8 hours of Tetris 2, like right at the
What is
beginning.
happening on Carter's screen? Sorry
Yeah.
to interrupt, but what happened on Carter's screen?
Yeah.
Don't ask. That was bad.
Good pieces there.
If you make it past the round, it's not bad. Although it is concerning that I got that high on round 2.
I mean, I'm not gonna commentate on that because I had a pretty bad round 3, I believe.
Oh, my round 3 was pretty bad too. I made like some bad stacking decisions early in the rounds, and then it just turned into that.
Screwed up.
I mean, it looks like you were burning
Yeah.
pieces trying to get like the right single piece that you needed, and then it just didn't give it to you, like for the entire length of the right wall.
I'm very proud to have finally taken the lead from the puzzle game. That's pretty nice.
Yep.
That'll presumably go away in Pizza Pop because people like Prissy, Pikachu, Overswarm just learned it so solidly. We're all a threat to get the quick kill on the final boss. That'll be really interesting to watch.
Oh, I wouldn't say that about my Pizza Pop. Maybe don't watch it.
Good Neo, thank you.
Oh, dude, I hated my Pizza Pop segment on race day.
Jeez. Where should I put that?
You will still see why, but basically I was playing mostly well, and then I died on the final boss.
Oof, yeah, Pizza Pop's so punishing. That DuckTales level punishment.
Yeah, it reminded me a little bit of Felix the Cat from Big 20 number 9.
Yellow's here.
It was a very easy game. You basically just held right, jumped at the right spots. But if you got hit, suddenly the game changed and you were in panic mode. And if you got hit again, you lose a minute. I was like, this is exactly like Felix the Cat. It's also really interesting to see, like, Grayskull was the first out of Life Force, NES Cardinality, the first out of Tetris 2. Like, having this huge variety for this Big 20, like we deliberately forced variety. It was Lakatek's idea originally. He was like, let's just try to focus on genres, and he already had a whole list of like genres he had listed for his own like NES project, and we did it. And like just watching this Big 20 back and like seeing how like the lead is jockeying, it's not just like, oh, somebody did really good at the early platformer. It's very inspiring to me. Like, I think this is going to be a norm moving forward for Big 20s.
I noticed the difference between last year's and this one, and I really, really liked that. There was just such a good combination of normalcy with spicy RNG that could change things, but, you know, not too drastically across a lot of games. And I felt that, you know, it made the list a lot less predictable.
Mm-hmm.
And going through it, it was just so interesting to see how anything could change at any moment.
Yeah. Not to mention the genre variety. There was always a little bit of everything. I noticed when looking at the list. You know, you got the puzzle game, you got your platformers, you got even their space shooter at the beginning, and a lot more stuff. And it was just really amazing. I really think, well, not to sound corny or anything, but I really think that this Big 20 game selection is really a testament to like the kind of stuff the NES had to offer back then, and still does nowadays.
So we try to change things up, and by the way, Pika somehow made it into the top 3 after having to have that depth in Life Force. He's in the top 3 right now already. Game 3.
Yeah, Pika is goated.
He's a monster.
Always threat to win.
We tried to constantly iterate, do new things, experiment, and like sometimes the experiments don't work, but we're always willing to try things. But this genre thing was just like it has to be like the single biggest success of any experiment we've done. Oh, and speaking of like experiments, there's a Big 20 number 18 survey. If you guys have not filled it out, everyone watching this right now, please go fill it out. I'm going to put a link in the chat right now. We use this data for everything we do. There will be times when our entire group looks at something and goes, we all feel this one way, but the survey results were completely in the opposite direction. And then we use the survey results because it's what you guys actually want. So make sure to fill that out. We use those. Oh, Zarnax, post the clip for NES Cardinality. I stand by that prediction.
Oh, I'm very curious now. I'll watch it after the race.
sometimes I look at some of the strategies that I used for some of these and the strategies that other people are using. I'm like, that's not much slower and it's way safer. I'm like kicking myself. Like, why did I spend so much time learning that strategy? And at the same time, I'm watching Pika and Prissy and they're doing everything. Did anyone else have trouble with this, like auto scroller in Pizza Pop?
Yes.
Yeah.
I had
Yes.
trouble with this.
Okay, it wasn't.
I mean,
just me.
it's basically Turbo Tunnel, and yeah. I mean, there's actually two of them in the game, but the second one is a lot easier.
Yeah.
You can. I mean, I did kind of like find a sort of a strat for that bar, with just like if you just alternate between middle and up, like you can generally not get hit as much. Like I made it once without getting hit with that strat, but I did still get hit on race day, even with that strat. So yeah, it's still really dicey.
I thought for sure I was going to die on that. I think Pizza Pop is probably the game I made the most unique mistakes on because I never felt like practicing it. I didn't want to play all the easy parts, and there's a lot of them, and doing like individual practice for like those small moments didn't work. But every time I did a full run, something went wrong in Pizza Pop. I think my full run here was actually my PB, and it wasn't that great of a time compared to what some other people got. Yes, Cardinality getting the skip.
Yeah, yeah, I liked practicing that level. It was a pretty fun one. I watched Prissy do it a lot too. I did feel like there wasn't too much to learn. You know, like Pizza Pop was a quick learn basically because it felt like it was pretty spread out with very few enemies.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I learned it early and then felt like I didn't have to practice it too much. Of course, there was a lot of time to save with the quick kill, but I did assume that I wouldn't get it on race day.
Yeah, my construction stages were always scary for me. I think of all of the full runs I did, I died here the most. Like you can see, like I'm trying to do these safeties. I'm constantly stopping and stuttering and hitting enemies. I'm playing extra safe, and it's not working. So everyone now on Pizza Pop. And it's not as big of a gap as it looks like.
Yeah, especially with being Fyro, who apparently finished Tetris 2 at the same time.
Oh yeah, holding it close. I'm scared that I had one health for a good while there, but I think I did that in numerous practice full runs too, so had kind of practiced it. But yeah, definitely was still scared.
Me, Pika, and Prissy are all fighting this exact same boss, and NES Cardinality is already halfway through the haunted house. So you guys gotta get good at puzzle games. We can't just rely on platformers anymore. It was my secret weapon.
Having a good mix is such a good thing for this event.
It is. I also really enjoyed that everyone was complaining about a different game. Like, there would be posting clips of horrible things happening. It was always the games that they weren't super familiar with. I was like, this is good. This is good. All of Europe and Overswarm talking about Tecmo Super Bowl. It's like all the platformer people wondering, how do you beat Tetris 2?
That was one thing that really stood out to me this year. From new strats to things going wrong, I felt like there was exponentially more discovered by people en route to the Big 20, and it was only 4 weeks long.
Yeah.
The extent to which people are delving into these games, it's inspirational, really.
I think half of these games have gotten a new world record since the start of practice.
That is right.
Yeah, and there may be more coming up soon, like because everyone's still grinding them. A lot of us are talking about Dragon Warrior 4. We're just trying to figure out how to learn it and put it in our schedules.
Yeah.
Prissy got Young Indiana Jones. Linkarius updated Jurassic Park. Sierra Song got all sorts of Niketsu records. It was a brand new board. I got Daydream and Davy last night, and Poison Curls had updated it just a little bit before. I forget what all the other ones were, but there's so many new records from this. It's like one of my favorite parts about the Big 20 has always been the practice and the learning and the lead up, because there's always some sort of new strategy that's discovered. But for this one, like, it didn't stop when the Big 20 stopped. Everyone kept going.
Yeah, and it's still going. I knew in the first half, like within the first 2 weeks, that I wanted to speedrun Cowboy Kid, so I was really happy to get that one.
Oh yeah, you got Cowboy Kid. You got Cowboy Kid fast too.
Yeah. And I just saw Daydream and Davy last night. I was hoping you would consider playing it more, because there's obviously room for improvement. But
oh yeah, there's a lot. I might clean it up a little bit, but I feel like there's more skips, and I did find out that there's a boss later on that you can skip, and it's pixel perfect. you have to line up, be on the right pixel, and then open the menu in the right spot. And I don't know if I want to be that involved into Daydream and Davy.
Yeah. Maybe as for myself, if there's the number one game that I want to learn soon is Mega Man 4, like the full speed run. In fact, it's like the number one game that made me go, oh crap! Wait, this Big 20 has Mega Man 4. I better go check it out. And yeah, because like, it's my favorite NES Mega Man game, and I will always just fall around and jump straight to the Cossack stages, because those are like my favorite NES Mega Man stages, period. and yeah, and the Robot Master stages, like the 5 Robot Masters big one, super fun, super good, and I will definitely love to like learn the full run. And there's maybe a few others that I might learn the full ones for in the future. Like Cowboy Kid was decently fun, and I had like 3rd place on the Big 20 leaderboard for that one. And yeah.
So NES Cardinality now, does he go for the quick kill? He gets stunned, but he gets 1. That's enough.
1 is enough, yes, but I just, despite my lead, it's really funny seeing how the top 3 are so close together. Any one of them could get the quick kill, and I just assumed I wouldn't be in first after this game.
It didn't happen. I tried so many different ways of getting the quick kill, and I kept practicing it, but when it came to full runs, I just couldn't do it.
I was watching you a lot, and it was incredible the things you discovered, like how you could get some sort of jump boost after swinging at the projectiles.
Yeah, there's a second to save. Anyone in chat who wants to grind Pizza Pop? Whole second. And that's pretty much all the time that Apollo is left on the table. Man,
So yeah, Battletoads was the last game that I learned. So again, I'm gonna fall out of first here, obviously, and the top 3 were just doing amazing with this game. It's gonna be fun to watch here, all 3 at the same time.
I made a mistake learning Battletoads late. Prissy, like, he panicked. He was like, what games do you have left to learn? I was like, oh, I gotta learn Life Force and this and Battletoads. He was like, start Battletoads right now. I didn't know what he was talking about. I was like, it's a beat 'em up. Like, you just gotta kill him as fast as you can, right? Nope. Battletoads is hard.
Oh yeah, very easy to lose time, Battletoads.
Yeah, like, more than that, it's hard to go fast.
Yeah, true.
I did find an interesting glitch. It wasn't really race safe, but apparently you can go out of bounds in the second stage and then go in the door to the turbo tunnel, and it glitches out your bike to where all of your attacks are one-hit KOs on the enemies. And because you killed them so fast, you can get an extra 1-up. You get 3 sets of eggs instead of 2.
Wow. I did actually see someone get 3 sets without doing something like that, but
Wow.
I never got to myself.
Yeah, I know Pika and I think Prizzy, they were doing a strat where you just kill those enemies really fast. You get at least 1 extra 1-up out of it.
Yeah, I dodged them entirely. I started going to kill him, and then in almost all of my runs, I just started dodging them because I would die maybe 50% of the time because they would catch me.
Yeah, I tried it for like 2 seconds. I'm like, no, these guys are dumb. I'm just gonna jump over them.
Yeah, you can see me do lots of safety strats, like that orange robot that just came out. I just jump up and grab it. I was like, yeah, I don't need to do anything fancy. It is something that a lot of people don't realize how important like scheduling your practice time is, and just the ability to say I'm not doing that and doing an easier strat that takes 1/10 of the time to learn, but maybe you lose half a second. That can save you time over the course of the entire run, just because you get more practice time.
Yeah, those decisions become really important too with the shorter 4-week practice time.
Ooh, Pika and me both got the quick kill. Prissy did not. And yes, Cardinality, I think you missed the dash attack boost as well. It's a 50%
I didn't
success
get it
rate.
before the door opened, but I think I got the quick kill.
Yeah, I was just meaning like the dash door thing.
Right.
I wonder if Christine got her no Bobo skip. Where Bobo just disappeared.
I did see that twice when I was practicing on Power Pack before I got the cart. I think it's a Power Pack thing, but I'm not sure. I did like twice in a row and then never got it again. I'm like, oh, that was weird.
Man, look at how far ahead Pika got, just out of the blue.
Yeah, Pika really strong in Toads here. Double Toads, as I like to call it.
Yeah, I mean, that's Battletoads Double Dragon for you.
Mm-hmm. Rayo's joined the chat. Rayo, we did play a Lolo 3 OC remix track during the starting soon screen if you weren't here. Just to let you know, Lolo 3 got a little bit more love.
I totally pictured Rayo walking down the street when I heard that too. I'm like, this is Rayo's theme tune.
Yeah.
I panicked big time in the final boss.
Yeah, you gotta use the crouch strats. It's like Bowser. Oh no, Fire Broth got hit.
I think I went down to 1 health if I remember. Let's see.
I did not even know you could jump on those things.
Oh no, I got saved by the heart drop.
Oh, that create.
But totally failed that volley.
Yeah, I was just straight up missing everything. I was like, what is happening?
It's probably panic because you have 1 heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is very scary.
I did not know you could jump on those fists.
Wow.
I didn't know you could punch the fist. I was like...
Also, I think it's just hilarious that it was like the day before the race that it was discovered when the head is bouncing, you can duck and not get hit. And then everybody did it pretty much on race day.
Yeah, I mean, it makes that attack 10 times easier. You have no idea.
That was a
At
rough
least
snipe.
you wouldn't have any idea if you didn't play the game. Like, try dodging that without ducking. I mean, it's definitely doable, but it is definitely more challenging.
I would be lying if I said I didn't die when that head started bouncing at me. I've seen Pika die to it. I've seen Prissy die to it. We've all been there. Speaking of panic, did you guys see Prissy's heart rate chart for this Big 20?
Not really.
It looked like he was running a marathon. Like he was up to like 152, I think, during Friday the 13th at the end.
Yeah, those heart rates were insane. That's like comparable to world record pace, like Mario 1 style heart rates.
Yeah, if anybody deserved to win this one, it was Prissy. He put in so much effort.
Oh yeah, it was actually awesome watching him train all month. He was streaming all the time.
I was so jealous. I was like, this is amazing.
He was streaming a lot when I was at work, so that was something I could watch when things were not busy for me.
It's always sad when Big 20 is over and suddenly Twitch isn't as interesting anymore.
Oh yeah, I also actually deflected one of those spiky ball things at the end.
Ooh, scary on the second round there too.
I did not even remember doing that.
With that, we are all in Battletoads.
And big shout out to Angel Undead. He watched me playing this and trying to learn it. And he was like, do you need assistance? I was like, yes, please. he sat there and he helped me go through like stage by stage. It was very helpful.
Love to see it.
I did like how helpful everybody was. Like we found so many time saves and new strats and safeties, and like nobody hit anything. There was no like, oh, I found the secret warp on race day. Like everyone's using the new strats.
Yeah, there was a lot of tech in Battletoads that I didn't figure out how people exactly were doing. And so I felt like it was too much of a risk to do too many pit jumps. You know, I did a couple where I knew they would work and stuff, but there was a lot to learn in this game and a lot of ways to save time.
Don't watch my screen right now.
Why?
I
Get
always,
the follow-up kick there at least.
yeah, I always mess up.
These whip ladies, they're easy to screw up.
I screwed up the very first group. Stage 3 was the bane of my existence. I literally said out loud, it's like, all right, I got this. And then I immediately got hit by the whip ladies when I went into stage 3. I was like, all right, never mind, I don't have this.
Good game knows.
I'm like hyping myself up, trying to make sure I can do it. No, I can't.
Instant karma.
Yep.
He's gonna go all in, like early. Not like, oh, I'll do the game with it, but I'm gonna win a big 20, where I'm gonna do like top 3 or something for public comment like that. He's gonna use the time tracker, and the year he does that, he's going to win the big 20. That is going to be my prediction for King of Cardinality.
Do you agree with my prediction, NES Cardinality?
Oh god, I'm sorry, I didn't know you could hear that.
Oh, very barely. I actually turned my volume up way high.
I didn't think my mic would pick up anything like that. But yeah, I was too curious. I didn't want to wait. That's really interesting. Well, you know, I'm gonna, without saying too much, I've been giving it thought for future Big 20s to use the spreadsheet. So we'll see what happens.
It's a fun time.
Oh, I see Prissy too. Oh, Priss forgot we changed our time already. There's still plenty of game left. Yeah, and we have already kind of noted that both Prissy and Pika, they didn't have like an amazing like Life Force or Tecmo Super Bowl. Like it wasn't like, oh, they got a good start and just like went forward. They got just a normal game. And you can just see as we're playing this, like they're like starting a little bit behind some of the people ahead of them in Pizza Pop, and they just gain a little bit of time on each screen. Like it's not they get like the one trick or they get the RNG. It's 1 second here, 1 second there.
Yep, just maximizing time save opportunities.
It is interesting how there are some games where there are only big time losses but no big time gains, like Pizza Pop, other than like the quick kill. But certain games like Battletoads, like there's time that you can save on every screen, and like Peak is getting that time, Prissy's getting that time. I am definitely not getting that time.
Me neither.
Yeah,
Definitely not as well.
Especially on the boss. I messed up the quick kill pretty bad, and like it took me like 30 seconds to just to grab the boss and get it. Yeah, I hadn't even bailed out at one point. I was like, oh, you know what, we're not getting the quick kill. And then just go like, okay, we're just gonna do this normally. And then I go like, okay, let me see if I can like grab the boss. And yeah, like the quick kill is the quick kill on block is really easy to mess up. Let me tell you that.
Oh yeah.
И банку мне, Ливер, принеси, пожалуйста. Я был бы спокойный под банкой, кстати, мне кажется.
You know, seeing Pika reset on Millipede makes me feel a little less bad about my Millipede segment.
I don't know if anybody had a good Millipede. I learned this game backwards and forwards, and it did not translate to full run attempts.
I didn't die in Millipede, I don't think, but I didn't expect anyone to get under a minute in a single run like this.
Millipede felt like you could pretty much have the first like 5-ish levels unlock, and then after like level 6 it would all just start falling apart, especially if the bugs fell in a certain way. But I didn't put enough practice into the game because once it hit at like round 10, that when it filled the entire screen with the mushrooms, it was just good luck at that point.
Yeah, even me, I think I put too much Millipede practice in just because I got kind of addicted to the speedrun, but it was still, it's easy to, it's like when a Ketsu Jr. can get out of hand very quickly.
О, окей, живу. Ох. Долгие миллипиды.
It's OS maintaining with Pika here, going into Bobble.
Миллипиды это дичь. О, блять. Самое страшное игра в списке была.
By the way, I also immediately screw up the first set of wave woman.
Ну, Бобл тоже сейчас у меня страшный. Вчера был кринж, я его потренил, надеюсь, будет, но...
Freaking hard enemies.
Oh yeah, Whip Linda's getting their due.
Ну, не спеши, блин.
All right, so at this exact moment, I am in the lead for Big 20 number 18, and then it ends. I am no longer in the lead, and that's the end of it.
Ну, какой-то сонный вдруг стал.
I played Bobble a little bit after this. I ended up getting a 401. I was going to go for sub 4, but I just decided to move on. 401's good enough for me. But this is one of those games where you save just a little bit of time on each screen. Like you cut things a little bit close.
Right.
It's also seemed to be a really big fan favorite, which I was very happy to see.
I knew the instant I tried it out, reminded me of Space Gulls from
Yeah, Bubble was one of my favorites.
Yeah. I knew it'd be my favorite homebrew of the Big 20.
Если
like,
что,
right away
Millipede
as
одна
soon
из
as I
самых
tried it.
страшных игр на Big Boss.
There's a
Это
reason
кажется,
it
что она,
reminds you of
блядь,
Space
хуйня
Gulls.
ебаная.
Space Gulls is not only made by the same developer, but it's the
После
same
Боба
engine. They just changed the
вылечить, давай
bubble
лечь.
to a bird.
После Боба можно быть немного.
Oh yeah, go Morph
Он
Cat
всё равно
That's
games.
really
может догнать,
funny.
и у него есть Мегамен.
Well, you know, just like Battletoads uses Battletoads and Double Dragon, despite
Блин,
being
чё, он
crossover
настолько сильно
games, is
волнуется?
the same,
Тоже
like
волнуюсь.
pretty much the same engine as Battletoads too. You know, just with some things added. You know,
Я больше на Бабле сейчас волнуюсь, потому что на нем я...
Oh
like
yeah,
these
they
rope segments and everything.
Надеюсь, мы
they
сегодня...
had to save time back in the day. Even it's like the original Unreal Engine.
Что-то немного фейлил был. Сейвово сделал. Да, это новодел. Так, я... Направление зажал, не надо было направление зажимать. Так, ну молимся, чтобы я нигде не... Вау, почему он встал? Чтобы я не занял скип.
Also, I want to throw out an apology to Prissy. We started at 2 p.m. Eastern, but for those in like the US, we have daylight savings time, which turns on and off. It's awful and nobody likes it, and we had changed our time. I should have sent out a message to everybody who does not live in the United States that Eastern time might be different than what they expect. And here
I mean,
we got
yeah.
the bell skip.
Yeah, every time there's like time zone fuckery and whatnot, I always like to check on the website. This is not sponsored, by the way. It's just my favorite site to check different time zones and how they compare shit. It's worldtimebuddy. Worldtimebuddy.com.
Я вот должен был сейчас тут заспавниться. Вот тут. 26 секунд потерял.
And that's also kind of how I was able to go. Oh, okay. So this time zone is going to shift by 1 hour of this day. And so the transfer time compared to my time zone is going to be a little different. And that's how I was able to show up.
I'll be happy when daylight savings time is no longer a thing. And Peak and I both missed the bell skip. And fun fact, I had never missed the bell skip in any practice run, in any full race. None of them. Not once did I miss the bell skip.
Just marathon luck.
It wasn't luck. I was relying on my past experience playing this game and just instinct. And instinct, you lose it in a race setting because you get inside your own head. Always important to practice stuff and then test yourself. Like Prissy has a really cool thing. Like he'll do it 3 times in a row specifically because it'll give him anxiety. Like after he does it 2 times because he wants to move on. And like I'll try to do something like 2 times in a row, 3 times in a row, but I'm like half paying attention when I do it. But he does it specifically to get anxiety. That way it emulates a race setting. It's a really cool idea.
Yeah, I mean, I had a practice session of the bell skip that was like, where I was like, okay, I'm gonna get this like 10 times in a row. I've memory service and that, and they got it 10 times in a row. I was like, okay. They didn't some runs that day, and didn't have too much trouble.
Alright, NES Cardinality now, going in the depths. I always love watching this like underwater section for people because there are very tiny time saves depending on how they go, and different runners go different route. So, like, do you go top, bottom, middle?
You know, every time I watch Bogle, I remember how, like, this was probably the moment that I was inspired by Prissy to go more aggressive. I learned to do the bell skip. I felt it was dangerous, and I needed to shift my mindset and go more aggressive. So I learned it, I nailed it on race day, and I was very happy.
Yep. 50% success rate right now for all the people in Bobble on bell skip.
Yeah, I mean, the thing I've... Oh, sorry.
50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50% 50%
Yeah, a little bit of distance between the runners starting to appear, but for the top 4, it's pretty much all neck and neck. Grayskull's not too far behind. Carter Freak, Firebroth are both just starting Bobble.
Yeah, Grayskull had such a strong early game and has been maintaining. So he's like been on my tail this whole time. It's really interesting.
Я делаю пусть прыжки, как бы тут, если думал, сложная хуйню.
I like how I'm like two games behind my next competitor at the moment.
Главное, чтобы если в гонке не зафейлил ее.
No,
У него так было стабильно.
don't worry though, it gets really exciting at the end.
Он не догонит тебе. Пока не думайте.
Trust me, I watched back the race, but
Yep. Watch what's happening on my screen right now, if you guys haven't seen.
Сам знаешь.
Oh no.
Oh, keep watching. This is something I did practice quite a bit. It's like, all right, we can do this. Nope.
Oh. You know, I think I died twice at this part too, and it made me rethink how I'm going to advance.
Full continue.
oh, that's tragic. Oh my god! Started with that death right before the checkpoint.
I had a buffer for Cowboy Kid. I'm gonna come back to Cowboy Kid soon with a vengeance. I don't know if I'm gonna try to get a top time or not, but I need revenge on this game.
Okay. By the way, if you guys want to see what can happen on Billy Pete, watch my segment. Because I have to reset like twice, I believe.
Man.
Millipede was scary because of the death warps to skip the bonus stages. Like if you had one accidental death, suddenly it's a question. It's like, well, do I reset or keep going? It's a short game. Ooh, Carter Freak, I like that setup there.
Yeah, actually the reason I died the first time there was because I usually bounce on the pillar before the blocks. Because I find it a bit safer to just bounce into the water across. Because it's like kind of hard to make that full jump. And I made the full jump that I was surprised by it, so I ended up not coming back into the ball.
Everyone was doing the same setup. I did briefly take a look at the world record ball on speedrun.com this game, and he does like just straight up land on the breakable blocks.
Yeah.
And I was trying to learn that, and I was like having a crap ton of trouble with it. Then I see Priest do a run and he just bounces straight across, and I was like, why did I not think of this before?
Just saw the stats go by there. OS looks like you had a really good Battletoads despite learning it late though in the race.
I was very happy with my Battletoads. There were some mistakes, but my goal was sub 12:30, I think it was, in the race. But I got it by, I think, a second. I don't know what the stats were. But I think I accomplished my goal by a second.
Alright, look at how many enemies were on the screen there on my on my round 9.
Wow.
Oh, that's where it's scary. Round 9, no lives. It's like, oh man.
Yes. And then I accidentally run into the last Millipede head.
And that's a start over.
Yes, but at least I actually get the first TNT.
Wow.
And then immediately fill the second one.
I was only 6 seconds behind Pika. I'm proud of myself. I didn't know that.
Yeah, strong Battletoads Double Dragon there from US.
And big shout out to Prissy. All of these times scrolling across the bottom, like these are times that Prissy manually recorded and added to this VOD. So this is all Prissy.
Yeah, very, very cool addition.
Yeah, he didn't just win the event. He's like,
as a champion of VODs too.
I have a video production skill set as well. A real people's champion. A real We need to stick to standard time, or as the rest of the world knows it, time.
time.
Така, ту сложи на
Oh, that's in our ways. One of these days, yeah.
На Cowboy
We'll be
Kid.
getting rid of it,
5 минут
hopefully.
я еще не могу от них отрываться. Я мог бы отрываться плюс-минус на 5 минут, если бы не лайффорс и так наступать.
Yeah, I died in Cowboy Kid so many times just by holding right, transitioning into screens. Like I could never remember what was coming up next. I have this problem with the
Yeah,
so-called
it's cool.
easy games, where I'll be able to finish it easily, and I'll say, well, that's good enough, and it's not good enough.
Мне кажется, что это таймлуз, вот эта фигня. что-
Always more to learn.
Always more to learn. I also learned about halfway through the practice time that this minecart section, like you start mashing A and the animation speed caps out, but the speed you move does not. So if you mash super fast, you can save like 1 or 2 seconds on this minecart section.
I did
Ah,
not know that.
I didn't know that at all.
Interesting. I saw Prissy teeth mashing this part. I'm like, huh, is he...
Yeah.
Is that necessary? And I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Prissy don't teeth mash for nothing.
I should clarify. I can't save that time, but Prissy can save that time.
Is it for the whole minecart or just until you get to max speed? Or like
And
what
the
looks
whole,
like max speed?
whole minecart, it like
Jeez.
you can fly through it.
Блин, что я делаю?
That is interesting, because yeah, I mashed at the beginning to get that initial speed, but yeah, then I kind of took it easy.
Плохо, что я так ошибаюсь, конечно.
Yeah, I didn't do like the double thumb mash or anything for the minecart. I just mashed with A. I was like, I'll take the time loss. There are a couple of games in this that would hurt my hand or elbow,
Болоне.
like Jurassic Park, mashing on this for the minecart section. A couple of those things would just destroy my arm, and I'd wake up tomorrow and be like, oh yeah, I'm in my late 30s. I can't do that.
Разница между ними.
Can you mash the B button for the minecart too?
Can you
Знаешь,
what?
вот, man.
Did you say you could
No,
mash
I'm
the
just
B
the
button
module
as well for the
perspective.
minecart?
No,
Yes.
I don't think so. Can you?
No, yes, you can.
I didn't know that.
Oh,
I never pressed the B
Interesting.
button. I wonder if you could alternate between A and B.
Probably. I never tried it though. I would just like, pick whatever button I was in the mood for, and just mash that. But you could probably like alternate it, and pretend it's on C program. And what I like to do is just mash really fast on like the first second or two, to accelerate really fast, and then just like press repeatedly at a more moderate pace, so that I don't absolutely fry my fingers in the process.
So Firebroth here showing me how it's done when you don't have this set up. He's like, yeah, you just jump across. It's easy. Just take your time.
I made it look
To
easy, but
die 7 times.
I definitely breathed a sigh of relief when I got past those two clean. I'm like, alright, we're good.
I practice that so much too. It's like we have a setup, we can do it.
Yeah, that's a really good. Someone in the Discord posted a setup for
Почему
for the Frogger bots like a week before this day, and I decided to learn it like 3 days before race day, I believe. I was like, you know what? This actually really works really well. So like it's actually really easy.
I'm just glad there were only 2.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't touched the rest of Cowboy Kid yet. Although I'm kind of interested in doing like a full playthrough. Because it is generally kind of fun.
Yeah, I did have fun one day just for a couple minutes, just kind of walking around, talking to people in the towns for a small break.
I think Cowboy Kid is next on my list.
Wow, this boss. So good.
Just looks like one of those happy games.
Yeah, I mean, you're just a cowboy.
Yeah. You're just a
who'll be taking up bounties, and then you just shoot them.
Happily slaying people along the land.
It is kind of interesting that not 1, but 2 games say, hey, you're new here, here's a gun and a badge.
Oh yeah, the other one was Dragon War, I think.
No, Davey.
Oh, right.
Не, две подряд.
Prissy's home. Prissy's going to be joining us shortly.
I was thinking narration-wise.
Oh, this lead Pika has.
Rampart is another one of those games that, like, it grew on me as a race game as we went forward.
What is this?
I thought
Что это за
that
дерево?
it was going to be one of
Офигеть,
those
оно мне
games where
мешает
you just you
расстроиться.
won a second or two, and then we found the round 2 thing wasn't quite as difficult as we thought, and then it was a big risk reward thing, and then we found the safety strat where you could like move the tornado, and it was just can you actually do it? And spoiler, I could not, but I'm really interested to see if Pika and Prissy could.
Yeah. I have probably the most tragic Rampart segment, like, of a set. And I'm not gonna spoil anything, so I'm just gonna tell you guys to... You know, if you wanna see how close it can be and still miss, just watch my second once I reach Rampart.
Если хватает,
All right,
должно.
we now have Pika.
Hi, Pika!
Hi, yo, I just woke up.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, it was 9.
Да все, уже начинаются его игры. Ампати сейчас...
I'm gonna try to add your bubble. It's probably gonna.
Oh, how it?
Окей. О, мэн, дай мне фигуру, чтобы я закрыл.
Good night, guys.
Да, окей, закрыл на
Oh, man.
Ага.
That's just Firefox bubble again.
Well, I have to add it.
Окей.
Hi everyone, how it's going?
It's going well.
Going well, okay. Have you seen my deaths in Life Force?
We saw in Life Force that you died almost immediately and then somehow still caught up.
Намного. На минуту
Yeah,
лучше.
only school and
Я думаю, не сильно сейчас
and someone else did. I'm not Lynn, I guess, did quick kill in Life Force.
Yeah, Grayskull got the double KO. He had to kill a little bit in stage 2.
Oh man, I did set up. I don't know how it works. I did set up it and it was not works for me.
We have Pika's round 2 and Rampart starting right now. We get to see if he got.
I see.
See if he gets the round 2.
Все, что тебе не стыдишь, так о чем тут говорить, даже с тобой не о чем, ты что, пьяный?
So we found out like right towards the end that you could move the tornado, and it was a lot easier if you put all of your little guys on the left side. Oh man, my bobble time was not great. 4:48.
Yeah, it's still not a guarantee. But it does make it better.
Да, я тебе не верю.
Prissy got a 4:08. That's 7 seconds off my PV in his actual marathon time. NES Cardinale with a 4:31 gets the bell skip. Carter with a 4:32.2. Prissy, did you frame counted all of these? That's great with another 4:32. So Pika playing safe, but he still gets a 4:90.
Я не пьяный, сам ты пьяный.
Pika, did you go for the 2-rounder or the 2.5-rounder?
It certainly looks like he's going for 2 rounds, but whether or not he'll get there. I mean, I like his chances. He's got lots of territory, but we'll see.
Prissy is definitely playing a little bit riskier.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I came almost on second half. I want to watch my Mega Man. I really want to watch it because man, I played really well. I want to check how I'm playing well. And it's no joke, I am so drunk today.
You're celebrating.
Yeah, it's fine, man. I just woke up, no joke. It was 10 a.m. for me. Wait, PM. Sorry.
Сколько, please? Может, хватит? Ну, 2,5 точно должно быть.
Grabbing every square on the rim.
Oh no, GG.
10:25. Not quite
Я
enough.
так стоился, блин, гениально прям. No.
I need to make a...
Yeah, that's what happens when Tornado doesn't cooperate. Unfortunate.
Сейчас меня может догнать
Yeah,
на
like
минуту.
people always make comments about games like Rampart that have like clear win conditions, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you can just do this," and every time it doesn't happen like that in the race. You think we would have learned by now?
Did you have my mistake? Man, how much points didn't have second half? I am not remember. Like 11 points, something like that. Me.
Просто халявных секунд.
Just 11 points to not an out for second half. Something like that.
My tornado did not cooperate, and the mice did not cooperate, and I panicked, and I was like, "All right, we're just gonna go for 3 rounds." Like I just bit the bullet immediately.
Who have second? Only 2 rounds. Like PC Han had 2.5. Me 3 rounds. You 2. I have something like 1089. Yeah, something like that. It's no joke. Why is this game so impossible? I don't understand.
Alright, NES Cardinalities round 2. Very clean start. So here's a question.
Yeah, wow! It was a really clean start. No joke. Good setup, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at this!
В ноль он 2 цикла сделал, пизда.
He's even got all the mice on the outside, so he gets to kill them all.
Oh no, man.
Yeah, how many cycles?
Oh, was that on purpose?
Oh no, it's
Wow, that was insane. And it was, seems like with
218.
bad. Yeah, it was
518 on
easy.
round
Просто Мегамен
1.
он бы меня догнал, был бы
I wish I...
With all his mice.
I wish I got that many
Наверное,
points
наверное, будет.
on race day, I mean.
Love this.
So
I know, как бы там ни было.
Prissy is currently playing Rampart. I want to know when NES Cardinality is going to go to Rampart. You is going to get some competition.
I typically don't
Yeah.
speed on games, but this one.
I would also kind of like to
No.
play more of Rampart. Or finish the easy mode, at least.
Yeah,
We
you gotta
should
play
play
this
it
one.
again, guys. We should play it. In the second chapter is fine. I'm playing this 4 days in a row, I guess. It's something. It's super hard, guys.
Много хила нападало.
By the way, this guy was not cooperating, he just refused to die. He managed like... He dodged like 5 bullets.
Стоп, цикл сделал, потому что сделал бы он 2,5.
Wow, I'm so close with PC and Mega Man 4. Wow, it's really so close.
Yeah, there's like a 2-second
you-
difference between Prissy and Pika right now, like an hour and 6 minutes into the marathon. That's crazy.
And seems
yeah.
like I'm
He
not
could
playing
literally
so bad.
flip- Oh, sorry.
Did you guys just see that? 1097 for NES Cardinality.
I had the last piece that was
1097.
3 squares, and it just wouldn't fit on the edge of the board, just barely. So I missed by 3 points.
Oh wow. Why?
Oh no.
3 points away from
man.
the Roma. Why didn't you see mine?
Pika, did you just get frozen?
Yeah, I just did mistake. It's okay, I think. You know, I mean, you know, at least because everyone is doing mistakes on first half.
Yeah.
A lot of mistakes. I don't know why, but I did stupid mistake. But it's okay, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, I can speak from experience. Like there are times where
Он меня
you
обогнал.
think you have shot the right amount of shots and taken the right amount of
Ну, хоть бы
HP,
2,5
but then it turns out that like
циклов.
one of your shots didn't
За
fully
10
charge and you didn't
поинтов.
realize it, and you just end up getting frozen and so. And if he
А всё, он
dumped
мне
you,
сейчас
then
на
you
сек-
could just
если
straight up
мне
die.
всё,
Probably
короче, мне
could
главное не
die.
умереть. Фокуси максимально все.
Wow, AC movement is so clean on stage. Why?
we have Pika and Prissy right next to each other, and me and NES Cardinale right next to each other.
I don't want to watch me and AC because AC is gonna be super clean in this game. No joke.
Yeah, just a raw experience.
And Nescard, I don't know if you like read chat while you're playing, or if anyone was in my chat like feeding info to you. But the only thing I really asked my chat is, "Where's NES Cardinality?"
I ask him if I'm spacey, and what mistake he do, and it's only what I ask. And I ask to not spoil me, as I remember.
I will say Overswarm, when I was in Dragon Warrior 4, I asked my chat, where's Overswarm right now?
Oh good, it wasn't just me then.
I want to spoil you guys what happened in my Friday 13. It's something. You should just watch. I just did a pretty hard start, I guess. You should not do this in easy, I think.
Man, fine.
So I do regret some of the choices I made with Mega Man 4, because very early on, like I didn't have that much practice time in the beginning. I didn't know how long it was going to take to learn the games, and I decided to do the dive route just because it was easier to learn.
I don't like it.
Dive route.
It was slower.
Yeah, it was slower, I guess.
Yeah, it was easier to learn, but like you just couldn't make up the time, and it's assuming that drill didn't give you bad RNG, which it almost always does.
Yeah, but also a lot of things can happen. So, I mean, movement and something like that. I did something like 12:20, I guess. I'm not my time in shit. She's sorry. And it was. I mean, I did it in full on. So this odd is not so bad. Like ink, dust, and school. It was so good. I mean, it was better.
Prissy's in chat here saying, "Wow, those were clean balloon jumps."
Wow.
Prissy's saying you can still easily die in the dive route. Lots of pits and spikes.
Yeah, it's why I mean. It's why I mean school out is better, because you still can dive in dive out, and it will cost you a lot of time. No joke. If you die on Totman stage and something like that, it will cost you 1 minute, maybe half of a minute, depends on how you're gonna back up it. But
So,
yeah.
in the coming stages, you're gonna see some stuff that looks very sketchy from me in Mega Man 4. And normally, I'm not great at Mega Man, but I'm solid. Like, it's solid. That's not the case for this race.
Check how Niska playing it. He's doing it against us, by the way.
My excuse for this is that all of my family was gone, but my pets were still here. And I had a dog that was constantly pawing at the door and like whining. And so I get up and dive on stage to let the dog out of the room. And when I do that, I have to unblock the door because I didn't want pets coming in and out opening the door. When I opened the door, the cat came in, and the cat decided to attack my feet as I'm fighting Drill Man.
Drill Man's assistant.
Oh.
Yeah, man, it's so bad.
Old NESCAR title Pharaoh.
Look at Prissy's health.
Okay,
Oh my
and
God.
let it is still on. But what happened?
It's a good thing that this is the most deterministic fight in the entire run.
No hesitation from Prissy. No health whatsoever.
Oh man, I have 1 HP left on Dustman. Oh, why I spoil? I don't know why. So good. But I am so happy I did this quick kill, and it's so funny to learn in this, guys. I mean, this Mega Man is one of the best for me, at least. Because you. Yeah, it's something like that, because you have so much ways to learn it. You can do safety way, like hard way, and I mean by hard way it's just cool out, and it's not means by hard so much. It's just hard a little bit, in my opinion.
Hello.
This was actually the only game that I had actually done before the Big 20. I didn't play any of the other games before this.
Yeah, me too, no joke. I have played some games, but just casually, I guess. So
I mean, for
it's
me,
not 20, yeah.
Yeah, for me it was Mega Man 4 and Battletoads Double Dragon, and that was it.
Yeah, I have played BTDD, but I did it once when I played 100 games in one stream. It's my goal, just beat 100 games in one.
100 games in one stream.
Yeah, yeah, it was something like cheated.
Ты когда мне последний раз смотрел, дядь?
But I'm so happy. I did it in 26 hours, by the way. So I did 26, I mean 106 games in 26 hours, by the way. And it was super fun. I'm not gonna do this again.
Prissy getting the slide on the last little crusher guy.
Wow, PC... Yeah, PC is pretty good in this game, so... I don't have to say anything about Mega Man 4. I'm just happy I'm not died on any of stages.
Everybody here on Ring Man and Dust Man. I'm over here underwater fighting whales, and I can't mash very fast.
If I want to guys you check Neska doing Inkman out. It was Jack just I want just say it was so insane because this ult is super hard to learn. Yeah, one HP, I guess.
See, NES Cardinality, he makes smart plays. Like there was a big health drop, and he's like, "I'm low on health, so I get the health drop." And when I'm watching Prissy like do this route, I'm seeing how low his health is, and like I've seen him die to things by getting hit, and that was part of the thing that made me decide let's not do it. And NES Cardinality's like, "Yeah, there's health there. I'm just gonna grab it, and that solves the problem." I should have thought of that.
Oh man. Well, I'm so happy. No, I'm not alone who doing that. But my Inkman stage, this was a little bit another, I guess. I'm just doing it super safety, not like Neska. Neska doing this with another way. I think it was a little bit scary, in my opinion. But yeah, here didn't die, so it was okay. And another thing, Skullman stage. This stage looks so scary. I should say I'm to have stuff what I learned. It's like I'm not sure how much window to jump balloon in ball. It's like for aims something like that, and it's pretty hard for first time. When I started to play, it's something like I'm pressing buttons and it's like. Why it's so hard I can jump and something like that. Yeah.
By the way, take a look at my score on Rampart after the tornado.
Fine.
You will cry.
Oh no.
1099 after 2.5 rounds.
Yeah, Ben, I understand you. I think everyone who plays this game will understand you.
Like it hurts to see.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get an odd number of points.
I think it has to do with the number of rats I killed. Or the fox? I don't know, might have had something to do with it.
Like don't the rats give 20 and the mice give 2? How do you get an odd number of points?
I don't know. I would need to like rewatch the whole segment all over again to know for sure.
Look at that.
Yeah,
457.
By the way, guys, Kat did 4 minutes 57 seconds in to happen, you know. And as I saw, is cool and Lin did quick kill in Life Force, I guess. Only 2 guys did it in full ace.
Lin Karius practiced it too. Like he...
Yeah, man, I practiced it a lot. I did my setup and I was surprised that I did not get it in ace. I did everything correct. If what? If
So-
you have seen it, I'm just why? Just why?
So that was my death to drill when I was being attacked by a cat. During the death, I'm like picking the cat up, taking it out of the room, blocking the door again. I really
that's
regret
better.
doing it here.
I don't like the ill a lot because first thing you can okay I should say you can lose a lot of time because of the ill, and yeah, sometimes if you just a lot of damage you can die. So you have to learn this fight super good, in my opinion. And another thing, Ingman, if you play safety, it feels better for me. Yeah, for sure. If you're gonna play like PC, it's not safety, but PC is a player, and yeah.
Grayskull playing the Dustman stage, probably how I would have ended up playing it. Just like wait for the blocks.
You know why I am so surprised that a lot of people play Inkman stage. I mean Ink, Dust, and Skull. Why? Just why?
I was a little bit surprised by it as well. I thought there were going to be more people doing the dive drill toad, and then
yeah, me too.
It was like just me. I was the only
by the way,
one
OS,
who's cowardly enough.
Are you sure Drillman didn't like the you again in that moment? I mean, Cats and Drillman had something in common, and they both have very strong.
I should say I'm watching it now in school, and he did a pretty good movement on Dustman stage.
Yeah, without
I'm
the
using
ring,
info
that's
this.
interesting.
Yeah. And now in the scat in Schoolman stage, his movement is pretty good too, but yeah, so some stuff it's still faster in my opinion. You can play safety and something like that, and you still gonna be faster than in Diveman Oath. Just depended. It's all depended.
Yeah, I saw Prissy do the Ringman route, and he died, and then he still got a faster time than me.
But because just PC is Mega Man, and I should say yeah, because PC is pretty good, you know.
Prissy's in chat right now. He hasn't joined the voice yet, but Prissy, if we all play Mega Man 4, what is a respectable time that we should shoot for?
I think something like low 11, but no one had it, I guess.
I mean, for the whole game. In any percent.
Whole games? Why? Man, this game is impossible. Why? What do you mean?
Oh, you're gonna play it, for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna play in one day all Mega Mans, but right now I want to focus on Dragon Warrior. I really want to focus it. And I'm waiting for Stellar Blade for PlayStation 5.
So Prissy says sub 40 is respectable and 36:58 is the world record.
Prissy, I'm sorry to say, my PB is 40:07. I'm not respectable.
You're gonna beat it. You should beat it because Prissy is no joke. You're not gonna play in mute.
Yeah. Where's that PV? Just show off another 8 seconds or so.
By the way, it's Faxanadu started, and I should say, guys, this game is one of the best in the list, in my opinion. This is one of the fun game, but I really like it. I mean, movement and just music, it's something. It's like 1988 years for this game, right? Something like that.
I found so many small time saves, like just everywhere, that like they weren't in the world record or anything, and I get none of them. Like I couldn't do them in runs, I couldn't do them in the full run, couldn't do them in full practice runs. Like they just never came out. I was very impressed watching Prissy go through this room by room and actively lowering his time in it, because I'm trying to do that. Like right after watching him, I was like, I don't know where my time losses are. This all looks the same. It's just a big pile of mush.
I mean, that's also kind of my story with Patsado, except like I knew like almost none of the time saves. A few ones I on the beginning at most. I was like, well, let's just play.
This out for Faxanadu, I mean this passport which everyone, almost everyone used, it was PC found. he did out this game, something like that, and we are using it. Like I see it now on Niska, the swarm, everyone using this. No, Niska using something different. What is his password? I have to ask.
My password is it was used in the tutorial. It's like less speed, more time for wing boots, and it
Less speed.
really comfortable.
Interesting. I have to see what is that. But
I think it also gives a backup potion too.
I just took like one of the passwords in the paints and just increased the rank because I heard that like a higher rank gives you faster acceleration, so I just upgraded to war rank.
Oh no, fire breath. See, that's
that's
the way to.
Yeah, it's happened at me before. I had the same mistake, by the way. So it's okay. It's the only thing that can happen on Dustman stage, I guess. Something like that, dying on boss.
All right, we're getting Prissy in here. It's coming in for the second half.
Oh, yeah, Prissy is joining. Hi, Prissy.
Hey, Prissy.
Hey, what's up? Champ in the house.
So
Yeah,
we
sorry,
can speak about
I
your
thought-
mistakes.
I thought
How
it was
many mistakes you did?
2 p.m. EST, which is 6 hours difference. So it's like 8
Yeah.
p.m. But it's not
Man,
8 p.m. It's actually 7 p.m. I'm a little late, but hi.
I just
I
woke
hope
up.
you guys are having a good time.
You are just on time. Because
Just
it's
on
now
time,
the
good.
second half, and you are playing Faxanadu. How did you play through this room by room and actually learn to like see the time losses? I never got to stuff would happen. I wouldn't know that I was losing time. Like, how did you do that?
Wait. Am I watching you? I think I'm watching you, right?
I'm watching
the
you.
Stream? No. I'm like
Oh, yeah,
for
you can
for
watch
the
my stream, and it's just
Okay,
my
okay.
OBS window, so you can see it happening live.
All right. So a lot of people, I was doing this thing with like, I just let people vote for the games to learn, and that's not very efficient. That's very viewer friendly. But I was like, I'm gonna go ham in this, so it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna spend a lot of time, so it doesn't matter. Then I got to Faxanadu. This is my 6th game, and I'm like, tutorial? No, okay. World record? Okay. How do you do this? How does this password work? So I had to like learn from the world record, and then realize I think the world record order was actually in my chat, and he was telling me, oh, I have actually never experimented with higher speed. And I'm like, wait. Oh, okay. So you're saying there's a chance that it's actually faster, and then I had to go through every single room, routed out. We actually together, me and and the chat we kind of like routed out the step routed, and yeah, just went room by room, and it was very exhausting. Very exhausting.
I kinda mixed your out and something like with my out on and world stats. It's something like that. I just mixed all of them.
Mix it up. Yeah, I was mixing up quite a lot of strats as well.
Yeah.
Wait, what was your question?
I
sorry.
just want to know how you learned to like see the time losses, because I would play through like 4 rooms at a time, and I wouldn't be able to anticipate like whether I gained or lost time. Like it all felt the same to me.
Oh, but you're losing time somehow.
Oh, I lost time all over the place. I don't know what my final time for this is, but it's not going to be great.
Honestly, I don't know. I've never thought about that. Like,
Really
is just
good double save from Let Create on Mega Man 4. Really good patience there. Really good discipline.
Yeah. Yeah, and I almost died on the crusher the second time too. And I was like, I'm not gonna make it through. I'm gonna bang, and I was like, I think I did. And that was like the most chilling moment of the entire run when I somehow managed to not get crushed, even though visually like 80% of Mega Man spread was in the crusher.
Some trouble incoming on my screen here. Ooh.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Oh wow.
That one is
Yeah.
actually very tough. If you don't slide jump, I'm not even sure if you can make it. So you
Really?
kind of have to slide jump. It's really mean.
Yeah,
there are
canceling
quite a lot
Mega
back in
Man
the day.
4 is something. It's like you should release diagonals and man, I like in this way Mega Man 6 even better, in my opinion. I don't know how about 5. Mega Man 5. I mean,
It's the same. Mega Man 4 is actually the first classic Mega with this slide in that where you have to actually release your down.
wow, really? Wow.
Mega Man 3, you don't have to release your down, but you can just like hold down the entire
Yeah,
time. You can still
it's why
jump.
it's like it makes a little bit easier in my opinion. But yeah, it's why I like Mega Man 3. By the way, I love this game. I mean, Mega Man 3 is one of the best game that I've played in whole time. It's I have played 1, 2, 3, 4 for now, and 6. I haven't played only 5. And it's thank you Big 20 because it's only Big 20. I have played it only on Big 20. I haven't played it casually, and it just thank you for Big 20. I have
super
tried
arrow
Mega
the
Man.
game.
Yeah.
Oh, you got the quick kill in Davy.
Quick kill. That was a good
Ooh.
offer.
I had it too, by the way, but I
Yeah,
did it with
really.
safety way.
Spoiler.
Somehow.
Spoiler.
Sorry.
Too excited. Too excited. Humber.
Oh, can also with the old in this game, by the way. I saw it yesterday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
GG. Have to watch it.
You guys, I know you guys sourced on one of you guys. You just sourced on. You playing so well in just Big 20. Every game is so good for you.
The main thing
It's
I
like,
did for Davey is just find new strats. If somebody wants to take that world
Yeah,
record,
a lot of them.
It's there.
It's not just quite one star or something like that. You found one more big time save after Big 20, by the way. It's like this warp. Yeah, something like that. Why? It seems like
Pika got the
first,
kill too.
yeah, I did it. Half of minute, I think, new time save for you.
Pika, you didn't pick up the ammo.
I don't need it, I guess. Why? Just why? I have to focus just on movement.
Prissy lost half
It's
his
scary.
health. Very scary.
Very scary.
I still don't know how to 100% get past that guy. Sometimes you just die.
It's
yeah,
tough.
and sometimes this blue guy, why he spawned after you jet the key, something like that. I'm not remember what you jet from Sheriff.
I've never died to that guy in runs ever since I learned the strat. From the tutorial I was doing on your last month, by the way, I forgot who it was that did the tutorial on stream, but shoutouts to that guy.
I think it was Songbirder.
Yeah, it was Songbird. Shoutouts to Songbird.
Yeah, huge shoutouts to him.
So everybody in
something-
Fixanadu. It's like we got Mega Man 4 times. I'm very disappointed. Thought you guys would like all get like at least sub 14, but I guess it's a very punishing game.
I died.
Yeah.
Mega Man 4?
Blame
pretty
the
bad,
pets.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm gonna play Mega Man 4 in full. It's on the list. It's gonna be after Young Indiana Jones, I think.
I don't want to play it full because her health feel is something.
Pika hates Mega Man. Like I'm always telling him.
No, I like.
Dude,
I
classic
love
Mega.
Man.
Classic Mega. Full runs.
What?
Dude, I had third best Mega Man 4 time in race day.
1927. I'm
Yeah, you
proud
got
of
some time
that
back
create,
there.
and I'm proud of Pika. Rest,
Hi.
I'm sorry. I'm
And
disappointed.
it's funny because I only went for beginner strats.
The only thing you need to do in Mega Man 4 is to not die. You
I
get a
failed.
you get a
Yeah,
guaranteed
something
sub
I like
14.
about it.
Yeah,
Just
I
not,
couldn't do
not
it.
die and yeah, just pick fast out, I guess. Just do safety stats and not die, something like that. Yeah. But you have to learn
It is
a lot
easy
of
to
stuff
die.
still. Yeah, it is
Definitely
easy.
easy to
But
die, like-
man, in dive mode you still can easy die. It's no big difference between the dive mode and top mode. It's in my opinion, because I have died on top stage and it was took me 1.5 minutes, something like that.
Ooh, that code on that crate screen's looking a little funky. I think
really
something
like
happened
that.
here.
I really like that everyone has different codes for everything.
Yeah, this Big 20 is most favorite in my opinion. For me at least.
It was
I think it's my favorite as well.
Yeah, it's remind me. Do you know why? It's like Big 20 teen, something like that. I haven't feel something like that, like from Big 20 teen, I guess.
By the way, every single Robot Master stage in Mega Man 4 has spikes or pits or both.
Yeah.
Saying.
Yeah. So you can easily die if you're gonna try to cancel your slide or something like that. So it's in my opinion, it's no big difference if you're gonna play with hard stats, like just slide cancels, and yeah. You just have to practice your muscle memory and you're gonna be good. Like me, I did really good practice before this day. I practiced something like 5 hours in Mega Man 4.
I
To
got the
not
quick
die.
kill. Couldn't remember if I did or not. So
By the way,
I didn't know this, but in Davy, in this screen, there was a hidden watch next to the blacksmith that let you move faster. So it would have cut off several seconds from this. I had no idea. Yeah.
What?
There's just a stopwatch just hidden in the wall by the blacksmith, and you could grab it and immediately walk to the sheriff without any enemies in your way. So there's no blue guy to steal anything.
Huh.
Now watch this blue guy.
Man, we
Oh,
really
no.
discovered that before race day.
I cannot believe that when I saw it over the storm.
Yeah, I ran into the blue guy.
No,
all the
man,
way to Western
this
Union.
is so funny, joke.
By the way,
why you-
watch my Neketsu. Watch my
Yeah, I was about to
Neketsu
say
right
you're
now.
having a really good Neketsu right now.
And they steal
Yeah,
it.
And then oh no, the ball.
Double punch! Double punch! SPD Wolf!
Why is PD Wolf? It was your teammate.
Yeah, my teammate is.
That was a really good Neketsu though.
You did
Super
that?
lucky.
What? What just happened?
His partner saved him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he did
Perfectly.
it. Like, oh man, he's finished. Oh,
The
okay, it's all
partner
good.
be
All good.
not absolutely useless for once.
Yeah, for once,
Just
right?
No way, guys. It was he helped you. How? Just how?
All right, here's
By the way,
Pika's Neketsu. Let's see how this goes.
No,
Neketsu,
my Neketsu was
yeah.
pretty good. I just learned everything. So I mean, it was not so good, but yeah, I mean, I learned every mistake.
Oh, that was a little bit too far right.
Yep.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
too far right again.
just wanted to say, the astute among you viewers might have noticed that the timer switched visual aspects, and even more astute among you might have noticed that I ended up taking a slightly longer break than intended on between Mega Man 4 and Fed Sanadu.
Mhm.
That is because I accidentally paused the timer for 10 seconds.
Fear
Hey.
in Big 20. Don't pause the timer.
Yep.
Don't bind it.
Yeah,
I
it
accidentally
is
paused it.
because it happened because like I had to go to the bathroom while the Mega Man 4, and I was like in a rush, right? So that I would like make it in time. Okay, so I get out of the bathroom. I finish doing my my necessities there, and I immediately go back to my chair, and I must have like fat fingered the pause key on the timer or something. Because like a while later, I noticed that the timer was paused. I was like, no, why is the timer paused? And I quickly unpause it, and it pretty much put my break time out of whack. And like I was still looking at the race time from racetime.gg, so I could use that as a reference as to how far off I was. but I didn't want to like risk getting disqualified because I also started like 2 seconds late on Life Force because the demo played at the worst
At
time
the wrong
possible.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had similar timer problems because I accidentally paused during the 3-minute break when I was getting up from my computer, just typing something to somebody, and then I had to ask people in chat. I was like, all right, I need you to time things for me and just have like a full 3-minute break and then like a buffer for Niketsu afterwards. And also, I just posted in chat a high score event sign up sheet. You guys just saw Pika and Prissy both play Niketsu, and some of us are going to be popping up on that soon. There are going to be 3 games for this high score event. There's going to be Millipede, Tecmo Super Bowl, and Niketsu Dunk Heroes. And the goal is to get the highest score or the fastest time to the max score within an hour period. So it's just going to people showing up for an hour, playing the games, and then seeing who wins at the end. And that's all the event's going to be. It's just for fun. So if you want to sign up, please do.
I have a question to that event.
Sure.
Are all the 3 games like linked together, or are they separate?
We're just going to do 3 games. You don't have to join all 3 of them. You can do just Millipede, or just Tecmo Super Bowl, or just Niketsu, or just Millipede and Niketsu, whatever you want. It's just for fun. Just
so
3 separate events.
You have like a lead. Okay, so you have like a leaderboard for this game and then for next game. And
yep.
You don't have to join all of them. It's like.
Yep. And if you join and you're like, you know what, I'm not feeling this, you can just say, I'll come back in an hour and play the next game.
Yeah.
I got stuck by these death guys here.
Oh, that's really scary. Yeah.
Yeah, or if you really hate yourself, you can dedicate the entire month to just Millipede.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
How you died?
Yeah, I got stuck twice. And I
you should manage 2 buttons if you're stuck. Oh wow, it's so scary, man.
Yeah, I did
you
not
just have
know.
to mash buttons.
I did not know you could get out of those sinkholes.
Yeah, me too.
I literally learned yesterday. I got the world record yesterday, and Pika told me, he's like, hey, you can just press AB really fast. Like, no, I tried that. It doesn't work. He was like, no, just mash. And I'm like, press so fast, it hurts my elbow, and then I pop out. It's like, oh, okay. Thanks, Pika.
Oh, wow, left create with the save. Wow, okay.
Yeah, that is exactly why I like to use the wing books on that part, because I always end up getting knocked off, you know, either because of the bees or because of the monster that's like literally guarding the gap.
Yeah, it's why I'm playing safe in this zone.
I honestly, like, I didn't play safe there. I honestly had a lot of close calls in this one. Like, I went YOLO in Bobo, I went YOLO in Cowboy Kid, I went kind of YOLO as well in Davy, and I also did not go safe at all in Indiana Jones.
It worked out for you.
I mean, yeah, it kind of worked out, but I felt like I had to do it because of my first couple of games really bad.
I mean, you're still like a decent way in the lead, even like feeling like those first couple games weren't that great. Like, you're coming in and you're like, my lead needs to be more.
Yes, because Dragon Warrior. Thanks, Dragon Warrior.
I think we know why Prissy got first. There's so many people that did that boost that you just did, Prissy, who said Overswarm strats as they did it.
I love that strat.
It's
so
my
much.
only contribution to young Indiana Jones. It's like, hey,
It's actually
run into
really
this guy.
comfy strat. Because I reset it in that last screen before the tank boss, quite a lot. And not having to do the left part, just like go straight right, is super good. And it's actually faster. And not doing. I guess overall it's not faster because you go right side.
NES Cardinality lost the ball.
Oh no! That was my fear. That's why I had 150 heart rate.
This is the scariest game on the list for me. I know a lot of people had strong feelings about this game, but in a race format, like if you're the kind of person who's like, I need to know exactly how I'm gonna do, this is not that game.
Yeah, I mean this game is like Millipede
Oh no,
It's
Nas
the
Cardinality,
middle
no.
bit of the back half actually. It's really short, but it can also really go wrong really quickly. But at least you don't have to reset back from the beginning if something goes wrong. You just like, okay, I'm gonna lose like 30 seconds to get the ball back, no big deal.
Oh no.
It's so hard once you get off rhythm. All right, he got the super.
Oh, there you go.
Back. The double hit, and like once you
It's
see
just
that,
very
you're like,
important.
oh, it's done.
To pause. You need to pause before you jump, and sometimes.
Oh no.
Oh. Game is brutal. It's also it gives you time to think about why you're playing this game, because when the ball is in the air, it's like 5 years.
Yeah.
Sitting there, like, contemplating about life or life choices, or I'm not playing this game right now.
Yeah.
So Faxanadu times are in, by the way. Looks like everyone were like neck and neck here. Not big of a variance. I like.
Yeah.
Did anyone die during practice other than me and Faxanadu?
Don't think I've ever
top 2 is like at least 30 seconds ahead of everyone else.
YPB'd and Faxanadu, by the way.
I died once in Faxanadu, and I was terrified. I died right in front of the ointment. Like a fly hit me into the poison, and I just died.
Oh.
And you start back at the beginning with none of your wing boots. Like there's nothing you can do but reset and put in the password again.
You lose 10 minutes, basically.
Yeah.
So I learned that you could go into stores and buy beef jerky and bread to fill up your health.
Yeah.
We got 4 people now. Grayskull's now on Niketsu.
Oh no. Yeah, I was gonna say Grayskull. Oh no.
But I also got the quick kill on the Knight, but I had to use the backup lenses because I didn't quite time my fire right.
Backup lance is super important. Big shout out to Prissy for stabbing every bush and finding them all.
I actually did that for 3 hours.
Yeah, he's the Davy Martyr.
Find out Prissy did something else too.
Seriously, huge shout outs and thanks to him for finding the lances.
It always.
I mean, Overswarm.
Good.
Overswarm saved a minute.
Yeah, I found the
top that.
I found the duplication and stuff, and then I told Prissy about it.
Let's skip.
He's like, how'd you get this gold? That's so much time. And I was like, yeah, I'm working on this, but I don't know about X, Y, and Z. And then I went to bed and I woke up. And he's like, Overswarm, here's what I found. There's a lance here. There's a lance here. There's a stopwatch here.
I'm surprised. Also, one thing, I find it very funny that although it's the best game in the list, we don't talk about it right now. But I find it incredible that the stopwatch actually saving that much time. I thought it's like, oh yeah, I'll always get the stopwatch. It's gonna save me 4 seconds or so. Oh, it's actually not.
Also, where Firebroth is right now, like he just grabbed the ring and ran past that guy. You can just die to him, and it saves like 30 seconds. None of us caught that.
Oh, wow. What?
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Right, because
yeah,
the game lets the user continue.
Yes.
And you keep your items in map. Oh my god.
None of us caught it.
Backtrack that whole way.
We're the best in the world at this, and we all failed.
You were daydreaming on Davy.
I mean, I wasn't gonna go strat hunting on.
Oh no!
Because it's janky enough as this.
Yeah, we either.
All right, Carter.
Oh no, Carter
Niketsu.
also.
Oh, that's a unique team you're fighting. Carter, what made you pick that team to fight as your opponents?
I just didn't swap the team. I just left it on the
They seem faster.
They do seem faster. Yeah, actually, I've tried every single team as well. I don't know, man. I've spent so much time in this.
Yeah.
I mean, I briefly tried out all the things, but not for opponents, but rather for like picking the player team. and I ended up like sticking with Neketsu until someone found out that the U.S. Navy's special is literally just the Neketsu special, but a little faster.
Mm-hmm.
So I just like, okay, we'll just and I found this out like 2 days before race day.
I like the safe strat, this cardinality. Like a very consistent kill. Right, Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park.
Harder switch
Why
of the
are
race.
you so fast? You have to wait me next time.
Jurassic Park is also, by the way, it's not the 15th game, the 16th game. We actually have 21 games in the list. It's in between Indiana Jones and Jurassic Park. There's another game called
Swap.
Quick Swap. Quick Swap. Quick Swap.
Swap percent.
Sometimes faster than Neketsu, sometimes slower.
Yeah, I mean it depends if you're playing on a mini or a console. And of course that's why I had the fastest swap out of everybody.
Yeah, you did. You did. And Pika done with Indiana Jones.
What?
Too far behind.
So
I won't go for it. I didn't go for it.
I gotta say,
always.
I like for the last Spring Big 20, there was Star Wars. It was another like John Williams music hard movie game, and when this game was on the list, I was like, this is gonna be another one of those hard games that people are gonna play it. They're like, oh, I don't know if I can do it, then they just won't. But everyone stepped up for Indiana Jones. Like everyone did so well. They found all new strategies. They found safeties. They found their own way of doing things consistently. It was very inspiring to see. And like spoiler for the survey results, they're not done yet, but it is one of the highest voted games as far as like best game on the list.
Yeah, there was just something about it. It was so satisfying to learn, and once I did, all I wanted to do was practice it, even when I got comfortable with it. It was just so fun.
Yeah, yeah. Also, the movement is also very unique. You know, I've never played a game like this before.
We need to get Sweden playing this. It's got the Batman jump. It'll be the gateway drug. He jumps like Batman.
No, Batman is very easy in my opinion.
It doesn't surprise me that it's the highest voted game, because watched my watch out. No.
Oh yeah,
It's
you're
the
right.
game
He
of-
jumps like Batman in it. So down to the landing and everything.
Oh, and this cardinality. Love it.
Overform strats.
Love it.
I was one of the people who said that every time.
Yeah. You know, oh, that's the boost. Yeah, you know, I saw one of the runners do it once, but I was like, you know, this is friends too. I don't want to go for like unnecessarily risky strats.
Whoa!
Oh, what?
That
That's
was
an interesting tank fight.
That was an excellent backup.
Yeah,
I think that's a strat,
didn't
right?
realize until like I don't know the day before race.
Yeah,
that
it looks similar to how
did-
it happened for me, I think.
How did you learn that in Cardinality?
I want to learn.
I just I spent like half an hour fighting that boss. Everyone was always getting boosted the right way and getting the grenades at the right time. They never spawned for me at the right time. And I didn't realize for a while that it was just a global counter based on when you enter the room. So I had to learn, like, you know, all the timings I wanted to have a kill for it. And I'm really glad I did that.
Like watching it, I was like, oh no, NES Cardinality's about to die. And then it just didn't happen. It was like a perfectly timed grenade. It was actually a lot comfier than the normal quick kill. I wish I had known that existed.
By the way, my Niketsu didn't go super well.
You'll
You're playing.
not be
like
surprised.
4 times.
Not be surprised if you look this time. Nick. The always.
Yeah, Neketsu is one of those games that you could get consistent, but it's very easy for one thing to go wrong.
Yeah, I think I was like almost reaching on this game even when I couldn't get the ball back on race day 2.
I love how everyone just puts down their controller when they hit 50. They're like, done. I don't have to play this anymore. But games like that are important. They're important for a race format. You want to have that big question mark.
Get that Fire Bros with the 46 as well. Nice.
Oh yeah, that 5-hour Deketsu sesh paid off.
Did not get sub 1.
Shame,
Neketsu and
shame.
Millipede were both kind of controversial games. Because no one ever knew how they were going to go. Oh, Fireroth fell on the spikes. I've been there.
Same. At these times on the Neketsu, 132, 201, 214, 34.
Is this the biggest like range of times for any one game?
I think Mega Man 4 was really disappointing. No, was a pretty big variance, but yeah, it's definitely up there.
Double Dragon Battletoads too.
Or what do you say in this card?
Oh yeah, in fact, I think it will have to be Battletoads and Double Dragon because that one really a lot of stuff can go wrong, and there's like a million different ways to do each room.
I like that wiggle strat did on at the ladder drop. Alright.
Yeah, I'm happy I nailed that too. I got pretty used to the timing.
That strat looks easy for watching the game. If you play it, if you try it, it's not easy. Getting into that hole, not easy. Onto the platform.
One of the things I liked about Young Indiana Jones is that you could get consistent, but it never got easy. Like you always had to try, you always had to pay attention. There was always at least 1 or 2 moments where you had to kind of wing it and be like, all right, I messed up slightly, so I need to. It was like that the entire way. Jurassic Park, another game that received a new world record.
I think it's just amazing that people taught the world record holder, who was far and away the best player, like the fastest runner, new things day after day that he could actually incorporate. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah, during Big 20 practice too. He's like, I'm gonna take a quick break, go ahead and update this world record, and then go back.
Yeah, as a side project.
Mm-hmm. Just a casual
By the way,
world record by Lynn Carius.
We have game audio right now?
Partially. I have gain that turns on and off.
I don't think we have game audio right now.
Yeah, but one guy in chat mentioned like half an hour ago that that your game audio was super quiet.
All right, I have turned the gain back up. When the audio got onto people that were talking, it was overlapping, so I turned the gain down. But it's back up now.
Yeah, and you get to hear possibly the best soundtrack of the entire Big 20.
Mega Man 4.
Mega Man 4?
I mean, okay, one off, because I don't feel like starting a debate right now. It's just gonna be off the rails.
Speaking of soundtracks, I do want to give a shout out here.
Oh, also you got that corner shot. Damn.
Oh yeah. I have to make sure I get the name. Shout out to Grayskull83. So he's not able to be here today. I sent him a message, wasn't going to be able to make it, but not only was he in the top 8 and he's in this VOD, but after the Big 20, he kind of had his own little Big 20 after party, pulled up his drum set, and he did a cover of a track of every single game in the Big 20, and it was amazing. I actually
I was there.
Yeah,
I was
took the
live there.
link, to the Bobble track, and I sent it to the developers of Bobble, and they were very excited about it. If you haven't heard it, go to his channel, go to his VOD. It should be there somewhere, and definitely give him and the other racers in the top 8 a follow. Ooh, speaking of Gray Skull, he did not die when he threw a grenade and only get the one hit on the enemy. That was impressive. Every time I've done that, I've died.
Yeah, because you throw a second grenade, I think.
Well,
I don't know. I wasn't watching.
Yeah, I always just throw one and then hold right and expect him to be dead. And he threw it and he waited, threw another one, killed him, and then he moved forward. So the entire time that I'm playing this, I'm pretty sure like Prissy and Pika are thinking similar things. In the back of my head is Dragon Warrior 4. And so I'm asking people like, where's NES cardinality? They're telling me like where Pika is. I'm like, I don't care where Pika is. I'm not catching Pika. Where's NES cardinality? And in the back of my head, I'm thinking Dragon Warrior 4 is there. There's a certain amount of RNG that can occur, a certain amount of time loss that can occur if something goes wrong. And when we were making this list, like we talked for weeks about the list, and we go over like 100 games, all sorts of different goals, rearranging things. And I believe it was Lack Attack who he had the idea of putting Dragon Warrior 4 as one of like the later games, and we were like, oh, I don't know, it might be like too swingy at the end. It was a great idea, like just full stop, because it changed the dynamic of the race. You couldn't just sit on your laurels the entire time.
Yeah, and of course, we didn't know there would be 3x3 strats, so
Yeah.
for weeks we were all thinking, who's going to go at level 3? Who's going to take the risk?
Oh, at the end of the day, we all did. Well, a lot of people went for level.
Yeah, I had to play it really safe on the tank.
It was pretty funny because I was planning on going 3-3-3 on race day as a way to potentially catch up to like Pika and Prissy and to try to force them to go 3-3-3 because I knew they would be ahead. And I was like goading Pika like while he's doing a race with Prissy. I'm like, yeah, just do 3-3-3, see if it works. And he did. And that was the domino that had someone in his chat be like, hey, they're only attacking the first guy. And I wake up the next day and Prissy's been awake for like a million hours. And it's like, we found something new.
2 million hours.
Yeah.
Shoutouts to, I mean, this is a little bit early. And Dragon Warrior yet. Shoutouts to Tilo. He initially just randomly, I mean, not randomly, because after the race with Pika, I had like Dragon Warrior problems. And I'm like, oh, I have to play this game now. Not that I don't like. I wanted to play it, and then Tilo was like, what about like the how do you call it? Coffin strat? I think coffin strat. And I was like, what is that? He's like, oh yeah, so you just kill someone like Crystal or so, and then they only attack Alina or whoever is in the front. And I'm like, what? Does nobody tell me before? Yeah. And then we went full ham on strat. I was like actually pinging. I don't know who I was pinging, but I think I was pinging Nest Cardinality. Oh, guys, you need to come into my stream right now. I don't like advertising my stream, but please, yeah. I need you guys. I'm like, I don't know this game. I've never played this game, and this is like maybe groundbreaking. And out.
Yeah, I saw the message in Discord and I immediately said I'm on my way.
Yeah, it's like a bad signal.
Ding!
It's awesome. See the community joining on the strat finds and of the games. It's just really nice to see.
We have to learn Dragon Warrior 4.
Yeah, it's funny
I'm
because
depending on.
when I saw it on the Discord, I was a little confused because I thought X meant like, oh, just replace X with any number, so like 323 or something, and then like 5 minutes later, I'm like, oh wait, no, X literally means he's dead. It's not a variable to replace.
I got the X shot here in Jurassic Park. Pretty nice. That one is actually really tough. Don't know what you're doing. I did not know what I was doing until 3 days before the race. The only thing you need to do is just A to B.
I always love finding those little things. Like, oh, you just press the controller like this and it works.
Yeah. Oh, I just used my teeth.
What? What do you use?
Teeth.
Teeth.
What? What?
No,
No.
I was
Tell
just
me
joking.
What? No. What did I miss? What you
Pete's
doing?
just waking up again.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Hi. Good night, I should say.
Ow, Pika not doing the lynch strat. Why?
No,
Corner,
because
stone. It's good.
no, because I'm too lazy. I mean, I have enough time, so it's okay.
If Pika gets the
So I'm hopping around
Right
and I'm picking
now?
up every one up at this point. I was like, the only like I'm not catching Pika or Prissy. The only way that I'm going to lose a huge chunk of time is if I die a lot. I'm going to get all the one ups and just lose like 5 seconds grabbing them.
So
look at the Lala.
this is not Adventures of Lolo. This is Adventures of Lala. Saying.
Completely different game.
Prissy knows like I'm a win, and I'm gonna tell everyone that I know I'm gonna win. I'm picking Lala.
I actually had secret strats with Lala, and I actually saved time on all of you guys. Sorry.
Super secret stars, man.
Secret
It's
strat.
even funnier
Yeah.
in the worst of the level because in my country there's this TV show that was called like 31 Minutos, right? And like to sum things up, they had like a music segment like on the late part of every episode, and like the very first one that the playing pull was literally called Lala. And the lyrics are just Lala. and I thought that was kind of funny.
Did you pick
Just to
Lala?
point out. No, I ended up going Lolo, but
Yeah.
just because I wasn't sure. You know, like my mom was just focused on like, you know, just do my best on the race.
I would laugh so hard if Rayo was watching this and he's like, wait a minute, Lala moves faster. And there's just like a new world record like the next couple days.
Oh, that would be funny.
This is pretty cool. We got Pika battling it out like 30 I think Pika's like 1 seconds behind, very close still. OS and Nescardinelli. Also pretty close. Carter, Grayskull, Firebro from that create. So we got like all 1v1s basically.
Yeah. We got heats going on.
Yeah.
So if you really like one game, you can just constantly like watch different sets of people playing that game. It's like lots of little mini races.
I was so happy about my Indiana Jones. 1147 is
You can just
fantastic.
shoot that last rocker. I didn't know.
Also Pika with that sub 12. Really strong.
Oh yeah, very spicy indie times.
Yeah, I'm also really happy about my Indiana Jones. Like, there was like, I only had to take like one left in the whole thing, and it was to get my week back in ×2.
Yeah, I feel like you made up some time up on me. We'll have to see what the times are coming in here.
14:36.
Oh yeah, I definitely made time on me there. Like right out that is slow, kind of slow. India died a few deaths, I think.
It is also always something that has to be considered when it comes to like learning different games. It's like how much time can you lose in a game? How much time can you expect to lose? And like I see games like Battletoads and Double Dragon and Young Indie where there's tons of time that you can save or lose. And I gotta say, like I was pleasantly surprised at how people just embraced the Young Indie challenge. It kind of changed how I view like how the community views the Big 20, because everyone just said, all right, it's the hard game, let's learn it. Like no one said I'm out. It was very inspiring.
Yeah, I mean, I came close to quitting on Young Indie, simply because I was like getting super frustrated with the learning process. It's by far the most frustrating game to learn, but once I learned it and I like actually knew what I was doing more than half the time, I was like, you know, it just became like the other games.
Mm-hmm.
I was just, oh, it's big, yeah, we just go.
Yeah,
Like
tough
how-
one to learn, but a really satisfying one once you get it down.
Like
Yeah.
how now I'm in the lead and now Pika just doesn't want to talk anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, what? I'm so broken, man. I have birthday of my dad and my mother, so
No
I'm
problem.
sorry, guys. It's no joke. I'm so broken. I had sleep before the Big 20 review.
It was pretty interesting going back to a normal sleep schedule after the Big 20. My body's like, oh good. Like whatever emergency we were in is over. It's like, yeah, the video games are done.
For now.
Definitely for now. There are more events. We're doing the high score event coming up at the end of March. And we're doing the Friday the 13th knockout tournament. So it's just going to be a bunch of people racing, and then slowest time is eliminated, and you just keep going until there's only one left.
I like that. That's a really cool concept.
There's going to be some more events in the summer. We're kind of planning them, but rather than releasing them all at once, we're just doing it kind of by season. But we want to move away from there's just 2 events during the year, and so we did a lot of work putting together the like the Best of NES marathon, bringing that back. Then we did like the Big 20s as normal. Now we're going to try these smaller events, see how they go. So if anyone has any ideas for events, then
Swords.
we're all ears.
Swords.
Woods.
Words. Just want to see that co-op Big 20. I don't even know who I'm helping. Just want to co-op with any.
Co-op Big 20 would be hard.
Like,
Yeah, Mario
I have to
has one
talk
today.
to.
Oh wait, no.
I have to talk to Nescardinaldi. If we're doing a co-op Big 20 and I'm talking to him, he's like, okay, this one I'm gonna go all in. You guys know who I'm teaming up with.
Well, that is an interesting kind of strategy choice. Like, if you didn't know what the games were going to be, like, do you pick someone who likes games similar to you, or do you pick someone who is like, oh, this person knows puzzles, this person knows RPGs?
Yeah, or you just pick Yogi and win 20.
Ooh, I like that little safety that you did, Prissy. You saved your health. I always took the damage boost from the snail, and like I watch you do that. I'm like, why did I ever take damage from that snail?
I was actually that was my initial strat. Then I was watching Pika. And he likes to sabotage me. So I was watching him, and I'm like, oh, you can just walk through. And I'm like, and then I was doing that, and it got really spicy at the end, and so I decided to. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna play.
Don't watch me next time, okay?
Yeah.
And
God,
don't
not
watch
checking the checkpoint.
Just do your honest ads because always fun because finding a lot of new stuff. So.
Oh, look at that teeth smash, by the way, by Pika. Wow, that was good.
So I
Damn.
timed your guys' boss fights compared to mine when we were doing practice runs. You guys saved 4 seconds on me in the boss fights just through better mashing. I cannot do it. One of these days you're gonna have to
That's
teach me how to
not-
teeth mash. Not just that boss, like all the bosses.
Smash is not. Teeth mash is just elbow mashing. Just use my teeth as a third platform. It doesn't hurt your teeth. I always read this. I'm like so confused. Guys, have you never eaten corn before? Or like, or meat? Like chewy meat? Come on, man, guys.
It did take me a while to figure out what...
We're all vegans.
Yeah,
We're all vegans, Brizzy. Obviously, everyone's like I think all of us have eaten meat at least.
Recommend 3 is where it all began with Yellow Devil.
It did take me a while to figure out what teeth meshing was, because originally I thought that you like were putting it in your mouth and like using your teeth, like the bottom of your teeth, and like wiggling the controller, because I'd never actually seen it done. And I was like, how?
What he's doing?
We should teach you, I guess.
Yeah, people, we need to team up, and then our team is just called Team Teeth.
Team Teeth. Okay, sounds good.
Team Teeth. P and P. P and Pre.
And I do think that your emote actually misled me originally, because you have an emote, like Prissy has an emote of like a cat, like with a controller in his mouth.
Oh, it's this one. Right?
When you told me about your Rockman, I can't stop loud about this thing.
Alright, Prissy's owl fight coming up. Do you teeth mash
my
on this
owl
one?
fight is... Yes.
Yes, you teeth mash? Okay, teeth mash team.
I did, yeah.
Okay.
I was actually not, and then I did, and then I did not, and then I did.
Look at how close together those bullets
Now
are.
I'm happy.
I gotta learn this technique.
It's really not that bad.
It's not like I haven't had time to learn it either. I just never did.
Oh, looks like everyone is in Jurassic Park. Storm and Lolo. And Lala. Lala Land.
Almost done.
Oh, I did a terrible mistake, by the way. I see Paran 2 and lost 20 seconds.
Oh, did you press start?
I not buy the motor.
Oh.
I bought something else or something.
What? But I saw you buy the one on the screen.
Did I?
I'm
I'm
pretty
super
sure,
slow, as you can see here. I'm fast. I was catching up. I think I pressed start before I bought the motor or something. Can't remember.
Ahmad raiding in. Welcome everyone to Ahmad's chat. We're doing top 8 rewatch with commentary from some of the people from top 8. For those of you who watched the Big 20, there's a post-race survey that you guys can fill out, whether you're a viewer or a racer, and it gives us feedback on how the event went, what you thought about the games, the goals, what do you think the Player's Choice event should be structured as in the fall. All sorts of places where you can give your commentary, good, bad, positive ideas, criticisms, whatever you want. But we use these survey results very heavily in our decisions. So please fill it out if you can.
Can you post your point emote over?
My point one. Where is it?
Yeah, the point one.
I like how at this moment, Christian, Vika are in the 18th game, whereas like everyone else is at least 1 game behind, and half of us are like 3 games behind.
This is part of the difficulty with long games. Like Jurassic Park's a long game, so you get stuck in it for a while. And at the end of the list, like they've had solid games all over the place.
Yeah. And the good thing is that like I wasn't getting like the absolute fastest times of Jurassic Park, but I was like consistently getting times in the same race. Like I was always consistently getting times in the 17-minute range. Yeah, it's sometimes sometimes like a low 17, mid 17.
If you guys have not played the full game of RC Pro M2, I recommend trying it at least once casually. It's surprisingly difficult because the AI cheats. I think Battle Kid is the game where I scaled back the most. Like in all of my practice, I was skipping checkpoints, I was damage boosting through things, and maybe a week before race day, I was like, yeah, we're done with that. I do think that it would have been nice to see the Lolo goal be a little bit longer. I didn't feel like that during the race.
I think that
yeah, I honestly
goal.
kind of agree.
It's a blunder.
Like, yeah, like to be so late in the list, and especially sandwiched right between, Jurassic Park and what was this? Battle Kid, and it was just like super short.
Gives your hand a rest.
It's like you're in the front half again from. So yeah, but like I would not have mind having to learn like an additional stage maybe.
Oh no, Grayskull! Oh no, the diagonal. I've done that so many times.
Game is still fun. Game was still fun to do.
Yeah, who's doing full game Lolo 3?
Maybe.
I'd like to eventually, but not right away.
Yeah, same.
Well, I'm not like very interested at the moment. Well, who knows?
I want to learn Dragon Warrior right now. Warrior and Rampart. It's kind of like what I'm doing right now.
It's so funny. I didn't believe anyone would be serious about Dragon Warrior 4. I just really wanted everyone to. And all of a sudden, everyone's like, "Yeah, I'm in." So I'm like, "Okay." And like, as soon as you guys are ready, like, we should start doing races. We should start really doing it all.
Hell yeah! Oh yeah!
I'm in. Like the moment I have time to learn it, it's on the list.
It's gonna take me, but eventually we'll get that. It's a long run to memorize.
I think I might learn the non-metal version first, just like grinding in the tower. Just have that as a baseline.
Yeah.
Should I do that too? I guess so.
Yes.
That was very emphatic. Yes. There was a period at the end of that sentence.
Yeah, Dragon Warrior 4 is one that like I'm not super invested into it, but it's one that I could definitely check out in the future. Seems like a really neat NES RPG.
Yeah. I just don't want anyone to hate it right out of the gate, trying to full throttle Chapter 2 and getting ruined day after day.
Yeah, that's already Pika. He said it.
Sorry, Nestart.
What
I have to disappoint you. I already said I hate Dragon Warrior multiple times while doing 333.
No, it's
I was doing 333. I was doing 333.
I'm not
I couldn't
asked
beat
you.
it. I couldn't beat it. I was like, I hate this game. I can't do it. How do you do this? And then
Why
doing
do you
443, and I
think-
was like, okay. Easy game.
It's
Oh,
okay.
I just couldn't finish. Always
Still
got
think
owned.
back to your watching you learn RC Pro M the first day, and every 3 minutes it was like, "This is my favorite course." Then you crash and say, "I hate this course."
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's everyone's first experience with RC Pro M to go on the big 20.
I'm watching.
Grayskull? Grayskull?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Ooh.
Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Wait. What?
It worked.
What? This is shred.
I never knew you could do that. That was very
Hey.
comfy.
I would reset. I would do
It's funny
one
'cause,
thing
like-
wrong. I would reset.
Well, my story is kind of similar actually. Instead, I like the other side.
Man, my owl fight was very bad. He got to the second round of rings, and then the laser went back. I couldn't get more than 2 bullets per jump at most.
It's. Okay.
Games like Lolo are
But
kind of
then-
fun in races because there's a right way to do it. But when it comes to like being in a race, something goes wrong and you have to decide, do I reset or do I wing it? How much did I practice winging it? How many backups do I have? Can I reset this in any way?
Yeah, spoiler. Most of the time, the answer is reset. Unless you really spend a long time practicing all the levels.
Basically, unless you're Rayo.
Yeah.
Carter. Oh no, Carter.
Yeah, if you're not Rayo and just grab on a puzzle, and you can basically reset like 99.9% of the time.
Percy, you missed it,
By
but
the way-
it didn't go any better in stage 3 for this. I had 2 resets in stage 3 because I messed up with the Rocky.
That's why, like, I hesitate. So I can see that they're like, yeah, like right there. I just hesitate and just check. Okay, are you? Can I hit you right now? I don't want to. It's a really long stage.
I have to mention,
Strat.
Chrissy got 15 in Jurassic Park, and Pika got 15:05 on race day. That's unbelievable. So solid.
Yeah, that's GG Pika.
Wow.
What? I have sleep, sorry.
15:05. Really good time.
And first you got a 15 flat.
PB'd, yeah. Almost got the sub 15. I had a fantastic Jurassic Park. I don't know how
Link Carriers will be proud of you. I don't know if he's watching.
I think
Oh,
Liz in
he
chat.
is.
And Carter's not far behind Grayskull.
What did you guys
It's
think
hard,
about Dragon Warrior being at the end?
Should have been the finisher, in my opinion.
I mean, it's definitely the game that it is probably like the biggest times doing. Well, second biggest times doing. I'm looking at your Final Fantasy 14. The second biggest times doing of the entire marathon. And of course, it's like on the second last game of the list. And then, of course, Friday, that's the thing. Is last. I mean, with Dragon Warrior, there's always going to be a time too, whereas in Friday the 13th, it's just like, if you play well, then you will get a good time. Always. But if something goes wrong, then which keep in mind, it's the final game of race day. Right, so the very last game, and you're probably feeling tired, and just wanna like finish the race, you know, have and like
tired
go to
RPGs are
sleep or
dangerous.
something. Yeah, yeah, RPGs and Friday the 13th.
Yeah, Friday the 13th is coming up next, and that is honestly the one I want to see the most.
Yeah, same. I mean, I already rewatched the race one a couple times, but still, yes.
Yeah, Friday the 13th janked several people, myself included.
Oh yeah. Yep. We're just watching the top 8 right now. Pretty sure it janked a lot of people outside of the top 8 as well. Tough game, especially
By the
when.
way, this rocker was giving performance, and then I missed.
I never learned like the fast strats for any of these low stages. I just learned enough to where I could finish it. It's like, good, I'm done.
We don't talk about that, Lynn.
Phineas Cardinality, very patient. Like, I'm watching his owl fight. It's like, there's 0% chance that he dies on this owl fight.
Just wait until this cardinality Sam. I'll wait to see it. Got all the tools, man. Watch out. We still have, I think we still have a lot of Dragon Warriors left, right, in the pool? Maybe not a lot, but like 2 more?
I don't think 2 or 3 have been in a Big 20 at this point. 1 technically has, it was the randomizer. It was like a Plando. Although the first Dragon Warrior, if you put that in, it's you follow the step route.
Yeah, you can make one of your own, but ultimately it's got to be RNG manipulation.
Oh, please don't watch my battle kit.
Yeah, don't watch mine either right about now.
Okay, let's watch Carter and let create.
Yeah.
No.
Like right now, I would say. Pretty good.
Like, I mean, my early game was decent, but then like I died. Like I game over like twice, I believe. But it just on Skyward alone.
I die in the saddest way here.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, and the worst part is, yeah, I didn't save because I never had, I was planning on saving right after I did the loop, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna die. Of course I die there.
I mean, I didn't save either.
Wow. Morpheus Law checking full force here.
I got to say hi to the plant boss again.
Not too bad. Plant boss. Oh wow, Pika. This is scary. Wow. HP.
Look at that long walk he has with that low HP too. And like no encounters. He's like, yep, Pika luck. I'm good.
This encounter again. Oh.
That is not Pika luck. So, oh, he kills it. I was running from this encounter. Whenever I saw those grasshoppers, I panicked.
Scary though, because you can get stuck in the fight and get a lot of damage. So here are the Lolo 3 times. Close.
I had 3 different resets in my Lolo 3, so mine's probably not very
I like how
good.
so far everyone's reached Tempe, I believe that's the name of the town. At like with the characters at level 2. That's gonna become relevant because I did something truly epic where in my Dragon Ball 4 segment. That's related to that.
As you guys would have all beaten me if you guys switched to Lala.
Lala.
Yeah, you guys pet the cat, right?
Did, yeah.
Oh yes.
Did everyone in the top 8 pet the cat?
I did not.
Sorry.
Like I thought it lost like a shit ton of time because
It's
someone
right
in the
because meow.
Yeah,
Ow.
someone in the chat of the Discord say, "Oh, you get extra 3 minutes of break if you pet the cat." And that was like, and I read that and I was like, "Nope."
We need to get some sort of like big 20 bingo going.
Oh yes.
There's one problem with this. That means you didn't pet the cat at all before the race too.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. I was.
See, I just pet the cat. I'm
mean-
clean.
I was still angry at you, and you died in drill.
Yeah.
Didn't pet it enough. And I don't know what happened to Asiporian 2. I really enjoyed it at the start. I was kind of addicted to it. Then, towards the end, I kind of burned out on the game. Like, didn't want to play it. That was a very comfy fight for me, Pika. E2 HP. Pretty solid.
Like, Prissy and Pika have been kind of
pretty
like
nice.
separating from each other from a little bit, but seeing Friday the 13th and the Chameleon fight right next to each other, this was a really close race. Like, if Prissy had died at the
Yes.
wrong time,
Yeah, I gave him over here. I completely forgot.
And Pika was he was playing really well in the second half.
Yeah, my second half was still a little bit worse than your, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I have no big mistakes.
Me neither.
so
Basically, you had to like overswarm with the truck strat.
yeah. I ran into a
Oh, I
Trog,
love it.
and I'm just like, I'm killing Christo, and we're pairing a lot and getting more Trogs.
Oh, that's lovely. Would have done the same thing.
Yeah. Me too. If I was going for 3x3, but I wasn't comfortable with it. With my success when we did, even if that wasn't that great, so...
Oh, but you killed off? Oh, you killed off again, okay.
Yeah, I learned during practice that you don't let 3 trogs stay for very long, because they can and will bop you.
Oh, okay.
Like when you're level 1, you can't do enough to kill them in one shot regularly. But one
Just
fight to get level 2 is good.
Didn't even realize that you were level 1. That's actually kind of scary with 3. Yeah. You're right.
Prissy, moving out of day 1 here in a moment. I'm also really glad that race percent exists. So glad.
I had a potion as well.
Like, I have not tried the original version, but like, I can't imagine, like, with all that happens in the race percent run, like, I can't imagine taking that, and then just having like, oh, but by the way, there's only a 1% chance that your run makes it past the first 10 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's no replacement for the right seed. Like, it may be that people could have found, like, a secondary seed that could have worked and been slower, but I remember watching JSR playing this, and he was, like, resetting for 20 minutes trying to get the right seed.
I was counting all my shots here. 7, 7, 7. Don't stop. Didn't.
Very safe.
Very safe. Super safe. Also, yeah, I was very low on had very low health on Mark. I had a potion, but I picked up the potion just to be safe. Happened. Ran through this guy because I know I want to be too slow. Just like run through it. Don't shoot these guys till the screen stops. I went for a 3 cycle here. Yeah. That's it.
And that's gonna be GG for Prissy. Big 20 number 18 champion. Is this your 4th win?
2 минуты для чего?
It's been a long time since I've won one.
Уже невозможно.
It's losing.
Давай, 4 был наш последний шанс, видимо.
He have
он ему не дал тоже, можно сказать, но мне не дал.
Either way, one more.
Не, у него плохой если что. И у меня тоже.
And if we're tied right now, if I join another Big 20, which I plan on, he has to come back.
Он хотел выиграть, да, он очень сильно хотел выиграть, поэтому не сидел по 14 часов. Круто. Дайте я теперь закончу. У меня на 2 минуты.
I lowered the game by a bunch, let me know if that's okay.
Yeah, you gotta pay attention to the...
Well, I can't hear the audio at all.
Oh, yeah, I can't...
Yeah,
Вы не давай, я мог на 2 еще минуты отыграть.
I didn't see, like... What happened to Pika? Has he died in this one?
I died because it had cycles. I should not ask this, by the way, but I did because I saw AC finish it, so I just said, okay, I'm gonna it just PV.
Yeah.
Just why not?
Yeah, just why not?
Overswarm won't catch me.
Oh, that guy doesn't have enough prolific points to catch me.
Yeah, I'm not nearly prolific enough. Also, shout out to Aaron2U2 and the prolific points list.
Yeah, which is actually true. Pika has a lot of prolific.
Yeah, and he did 100 games in a day, which is where a lot of those points came from. And if you're not familiar with the prolific points list, it's something Aaron2U2 developed, and he basically just went through and cataloged all the runs from SRC and assigned point values based off how many entrants there are to a game and some other qualities. But it's just a neat little fun side project, and it actually has inspired a lot of people to run a lot of games, so it's been great for the NES community.
Super great, and it's one-man show. It's a one-man work,
why?
basically. So you guys.
What, so it's like Gleek or something?
All right, don't litter the litter.
Зачем вы загоняете
I don't even remember my chameleon fight. I remember I almost
Oh yeah, by the way, I
died.
gotta AFK real quick.
Я сейчас еще думаю, ОС меня гонит, да может он уже даже где-то там по пяткам идет, я откуда знаю.
That is a wizardry emote from MTI. So NES Cardinality gets the grasshopper right away. That's like the worst thing to get.
Первая ошибка за 10 гиг.
Well, it's kind of a good way to
now?
kick off Christo. I didn't mind since there was just one of them.
Yeah. I guess like 6 of them would be worse.
Wow.
Much worse.
So Carter Freak is on RC Pro-Am. Grayskull is he's sitting on Dragon Warrior 4. He's just kicking down the door. Does he pet the cat?
Oh no!
You didn't
What?
pet the cat.
He didn't want to hurt it with those strong drummer hands, though.
Yeah, he's got to be gentle.
Did I die twice? I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
Pika starting over again, and now the gap between
You're finishing up the fight. No. We're very close.
Yeah, the gap between me and Pika has dropped considerably to the point to where if Pika dies at the wrong time, I could now pass him up, and I'm now regretting not playing Ham.
You could uncreate stuff.
Honestly, if Pika didn't YOLO, the 13th,
Oh,
he would have
would've
finished
finished a
right
while
behind me.
ago.
Yeah, but you at least you have seen. I'm not joking. I'm not I'm just elite and YOLO because yeah, you know, yeah. I always
There's
gonna
cardinality with the 2 trogs as well.
Yeah, everyone's
going for the-
getting drops.
And more
Oh, there's
duplicates.
another trog! Oh
That's so
man!
good.
So good!
They thought were no trogs last year, but they're back.
Yep. Two in a row with 2 big 20s in a row featuring Trog. Or 2 spring rather. 2 John
Right,
Williams
Overstorm.
games.
Yeah.
It's
What?
done.
What happened on Fire Up Spring? What?
They get hit by the plane.
It
Looks
just,
like.
yeah, it just completely reversed this card.
I missed. I can't remember what happened exactly.
If Pika dies, then it's game on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's,
Of course,
Very
now
scary.
Pika's gonna play it safe.
You guys need to have heart rates timers set up.
You need to make a heart rate tutorial. I also
Very
don't use a
easy.
smartphone, so it has to be something through the computer.
No. I don't use a smartphone. People have been asking me throughout the years, and I'm keep telling them. I'm sending links as well. It's not hard. Unfortunately, the wristband or the thing that I'm using costs a little bit more. Cost like $50 now. Back in the day when I bought it, and now it's like 80 or 70 or so.
Gee.
But still okay, I guess, because it's really good. I can definitely. This is a really good one. Works really good, and you basically there's a web page called Hybrid Web Bluetooth, hybrid.io, and what it does is it lets you connect with your PC, and you just plug it into your OBS. It's via Bluetooth. It works perfect.
It would be really cool to have all like big 20 top 8s heart rates on screen as they're
my.
playing. Pika now finishing with the
Eat, Pika.
247. And look at this on my screen.
Yeah. Wow.
My real
The
life
scare
Jason.
moment.
Having a fight with Jason.
I've peed in my pants, probably.
So I caught a diagonal on my D-pad, and that had never happened, but I just turned to the right and Jason's there. and it was a real life jump scare. Like there's a clip of me somewhere doing it, and I just have this shocked look on my face.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really funny.
Unexpected, and then you suddenly you hear this,
Yeah,
and then he's right there. And you're like, what? What was that?
Yeah, I think it happened to me too in one of the Brastics runs because apparently if you swap counselors too fast, Jason doesn't leave.
Ooh.
It's happened to me once, and since then I don't try to like mash on the counselor screen. I just like it says okay, start left, start right, instead of like trying to mash those inputs. At least what the thing happened is that I switched too fast.
Okay, so I've got. Alright, no more updates.
But who knows though?
We got NES Cardinality about to fight the chameleon. Don't litter the litter.
About actually not finished. Never mind. You were in.
I should have been finishing.
You should. Well, it's all should have. Minutes ago.
Yeah, I
Played
did.
Perfectly.
I did pick up that health. And I was like, I think I got hugged. I'm gonna pick up this health. Immediately used it.
Oh.
Yep. I did the same thing. I hugged him to the health.
I mean, game 20 is totally different. Like you're
20 HP from this card.
20
scary.
20 is scary.
Yeah.
Like I was actually
Done it
tempted.
before with 19. I've done it with 19 before, but it's scary.
I was tempted to do one more level if I had 20 HP.
I would have YOLO'd. I could have.
Also, Chrissy is now the only person so far out of the top 8 to have completed Friday the 13th and not died or had to reset from Jason.
Harder and Grayskull away. Also very, very close now.
Yeah, Grayskull had a little bit of a lead. He was in Dragon Warrior 4 while Carter was still on RC Pro. I'm not exactly sure what happened. Kind of hard to follow Dragon Warrior 4. But Carter Freak catching up.
Yeah. So the thing is, Grayskull is not going for 3x3 strat. Carter is. So that's like already 2 minutes, 1 minute, 3 minutes time loss.
Firebroth, talk to the cat.
To the cat, hell yeah.
Epic.
And GG Overswarm.
Yeah. 250. Not.
Wow. Oh, that's. I thought Alina just died. No, that was in 0.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
It's an 8. It would have been convenient if Alina died and Brave finishes him off with an Ice Bolt. Skip 2 level ups.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
I think that actually happened to be once in a practice run. Oh, sorry, in an individual run of this, I mean. Like, Alina died, and I had to finish him off. Finish the chameleon off with Braid, and it was really freaking scary.
Yeah. That's why you don't sell the stick. We used to do that. We don't sell the stick anymore. We want that
do
free
not
damage.
sell the stick of truth. But I did not have the best Dragon Warrior time, spoiler. Saying. Look at these RC Pro AM2 times. They're
Yeah,
close
they're
to
a
each
little
other.
bit askew
Like
because
Vexen.
some people had to do the bonus mash thing, which is an automatic 15 seconds.
Yeah, yeah. I think Pika had the best RC Pro M2.
Yeah, less than a minute between everybody in RC Pro M2 is pretty tight. 8:08 from Pika.
That's a hot time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, really good time.
Is that better than my PB?
Yeah. Plus, you beat me. 6 seconds.
Yeah. I did something.
Well, I did something. I didn't buy the motor. Freaking hell.
Yeah,
Never
RC
happened
Pro
before.
is a game that's like not that hard to do fast.
Oh wow. That was a PB
And-
for me.
Oh, yeah.
It was 8. My PB was 8:18. And I got an 8:16.
I mean, it is hard to do fast. I mean, it's not super hard to do. It's hard to do fast. That's what I was trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
A high level ceiling. High skill ceiling.
My walk here to the first town is going pretty rough. I'm only like halfway there. This fight was where it really starts going bad. But...
This fight sucks.
So
Especially on
Graceland,
at level 1.
I believe only 2 people do not pet the cat, Grayskull and Let Create. Pretty sure everyone else pet the cat.
Actually fighting this fire?
Yep, I went for it. Trying to get that EXP there.
I think I actually killed one too, which is surprising because my head was like, you would always run from this. And then I saw myself killing it. It's like, what is that guy doing? That's me, but what is he doing? Race day is different. You're like, let's just take what we got. Bird in the hand.
Yeah, I'm
and again,
you just kind of
running-
go with your gut.
Running is scary. Running can kill you. You can get unlucky. The 4th run is guaranteed. Before.
By the way, guess what
Exact-
happened? I reached the
Got-
town on a 1-1-1.
Well, you want to be 2-2-2, preferably, so you can get the in and get that extra
Yeah,
life.
I know.
So that's unlucky.
Yeah, that's unlucky. That's unlucky, but it's like so unlucky that it's special in some way. So when that happened, I was like, I got 1-1-1 on race day. Let's go.
Oh wait. Did something happen to this card?
Mm-hmm. What did happen? I missed the reset.
It was
think
day
he
2,
died.
Jason, and when I screen transitioned, I was like getting really into it, and somehow I hit the A button instead of the B button to attack Jason 2. And I jumped over the first axe, but I was totally out of position, and I ended up taking too much damage.
Oh no.
I don't remember who in the staff was like, "Oh, this should be the final game," but it is a good idea. This is a good final game.
It is.
Very exciting. We
makes
did
the
discuss-
race very exciting.
We did discuss it being the 13th game, but last game was way better.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been fine though. Is it on Friday the 13th game?
Yeah, you could have swapped Friday the 13th and the Katsu.
I mean, it doesn't
Oh,
make a
no.
difference. Make a difference. Both games are super scary. So
For kind of different reasons though.
Street basketball somehow scarier than the murderer in a purple jumpsuit.
This was a really good moment for me because I knew after that death, it had to be this run if I wanted to get sub 3 and if I wanted to nail 4th place. And I've always felt I'm pretty cool under pressure in marathon settings, so this was the big moment to nail it down.
yeah.
That is an interesting thing, like how people act under pressure. Because I can do okay, but if something goes wrong, I can fall apart. Like it's not like the pressure
Ooh,
leading
the
up,
stop.
it's something going up.
Scares me in this card.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's also me.
With a zombie. Alright, easy. Cycle day 2. It's out of the woods.
Yeah, we got the 3.
Let's go. Wait, was that the 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That's
I was ready. I was not gonna mess anything up.
have you retimed your second run? As it was. Wonder.
No, I didn't look at like leaderboard times or anything.
Oh wait, we can actually see it. Because there's an IGT timer. It's a
I got zombie hit.
That's very scary.
4 seconds.
Yeah, I did the mark safety. I was like, we're
Saw that.
We're going in the house to take
Clever.
a mark. Now you can give him medicine.
322.
Oh yay! I might
Top
not have been able to
3.
take another hit.
258.15. Sub 3.
GG. GG.
Thank you.
And like it looks
All
like
these
these
times-
looks like these times are far apart, but they're not. It's all Friday the 13th right at the end for all of us.
Last game.
That's right. There were
Sorry.
deaths, all sorts of shenanigans.
These are not racetime.gg times, by the way.
Yeah.
Are frame counted times from start to finish.
Depending on how this goes, I actually could finish.
So
this
if you want to
soon.
see the official time,
I don't know if anyone else is on Friday the 13th.
this time channel.
So Pika got a 247 flat. Interesting.
Yep.
Now Grayskull looks like he's ahead of Carter Freak here.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I can imagine what happened next.
Goes really bad.
Exactly what I was about to say, yeah. Let's see it though.
Has Carter Freak reset on Friday the 13th, or is he just coming in now?
I just entered it.
Okay. We got to figure out Jason's score here.
Which I mean, it's Friday the 13th. That could very well happen. But I'm not going to rely on that. This was the game I was honestly the most worried about for this whole thing. Like 2 days before the actual marathon started, I was panicking with this game because I just had no idea what to do on day 3.
Does Mark has a No, he's fine. This one is also for me. Top 3 scariest game. Definitely.
Yeah, I'd have to agree as well. I had 2 full races on PB pace that got ruined by Friday the 13th before the race day. Luckily, that trend did not continue though.
I am looking forward to grinding this game. I'm going to be grinding it closer to the knockout tournament. But I think I want to get sub 3 on race percent.
I think I already got that.
Probably.
Oh yeah, I got that because I was looking at the times on the spreadsheet. I'm like, how do you get this fast? How do you do this?
Everyone,
I got
Grayskull taking a death there.
everyone was splitting on screen transition, which is like the normal race percent time, like last hit on Jason kind of deal. So everyone was splitting there, but our big 20 timing was on the end appearing because it gave everyone time to like press the button on their keyboard and like click the button in race.gg. But everyone, myself included, was splitting at the wrong time, except for Prissy. And so
And me.
Yeah, he's looking at these times, and he ends up just grinding Friday the 13th and getting really, really good at it.
I just wanted to get into the top 4, and I got it. I was
By the
happy.
way, something crazy happened on my screen. It got nighttime. I was like, oh shit, this is exactly the situation that I wanted to avoid. And it happened like when I was like only a fight or 2 away from eliminating up to 3.
Oh, 1 HP on
Yep.
Carter's great.
Moments from disaster.
Ah! Oh no, dude. Gray died, so Carter's like in the lead right now. I don't know. Did you know, Carter? You know that you were top 5 right now?
No, I didn't know. I was keeping an eye on it, but I didn't know at the time whether or not I was going to place top 5.
Did you watch did you look at racetime.gg channel?
Yeah, I had that up and I saw that there was 4 people done, but I didn't know like if anyone else was close to finishing Friday the 13th. I asked in my chat and I was told that Grayskull was pretty close to finishing, so I was like, I'm probably not going to get top 5, but let's just go for it.
So,
So Pika,
go.
Aeneas Cardinality, Grayskull have all had deaths.
Just don't
Carter has had no deaths.
Pretty solid run here, Carter.
Well positioned, crouching, not moving.
Easy. Go.
And misses anyway. On Grayskull, I mean. Not Carter.
No hug.
No hugs.
No hug.
302.41 for Carter Freak, top 5. And I do want to point out, like, Carter's time
Not liking me right now.
is one of the more consistent times compared to like some of best from the time tracker. Like if you take out all of the like the break times, like the 10-minute and 3-minute and whatnot, it's super consistent. Like it was eerily consistent. I'm like looking back and forth at it. It's like, huh, how do you get that close to your some of the best on race day?
I did kind of make a lot of improvement on a lot of different games without doing full runs like on the last couple days, so that's probably part of it.
That'll definitely do it.
I'm really happy you joined, Carter. To have you here.
Mm-hmm. And he's definitely going to join the next Big 20s as well.
I did say I would.
Yep. Contractually obligated.
Yeah.
Hot, very hot. Let's go. Let's go.
This is
Good
your
stuff.
first Big 20, right, Carter?
7.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, very, very well done for your first Big 20. And like now that you know how it goes, like are you planning on doing anything different for the next one, like as far as like prep goes?
No, probably
Good
going to be
question.
about the same as this one here. I just kind of went over the games, found out which ones were going to be trouble, and just practiced those ones more.
So I don't get to do this anymore because I help pick the games. But something I did previously when I wasn't a part of the staff is I would try to guess what games would be in the Big 20. And I would practice those in advance. I'd be like, all right, let's learn the full game for this. So I know something.
Look at this guy.
It was fun. And it was much needed because I didn't know a lot of the games when I was first starting. Now I've got a few more games under my belt, so it's not as big of a deal. But if you want to try it, it's fun.
I mean, we got the fall Big 20. It's
Yeah.
more predictable, so you can definitely practice in advance. Sure. Dragon Warrior time. Oh, never mind. I lied. I actually had the best time.
Alright, here we go.
Overthrow 11:39. NASCAR 11:45. Carter 12:17. Close. 3x3, I think.
And I had like a high 13, I think.
Let's see it.
Maybe a low 14.
I am very,
Sorry,
very
right,
pleased
good
with
time.
sub 12 Dragon Warrior.
Yeah, me too.
By the way, just to get a perspective of how much of a far swing it was, look how close Firebreath and I are now.
Yeah, really close.
Really, really close, yeah.
It is kind of crazy. Like normally the top 8 is spread out a little bit more than this, but this is really close.
Keep in mind, there were also 65 people, 20 more than last year's event.
Yeah.
Really nice.
We're not dead, we're not telling.
I'm happy it's 20 more in a spring event too.
Ooh, watch out, since I switched my auto here, there's a pretty loud a yell when I killed Jason, just forewarning.
Oh.
But yeah, true. My in my fixed version, I couldn't upload. I lowered the audio.
Good, yeah. I was definitely very excited and relieved to have him down.
But it's awesome. It's a nice reaction, you know. You get to hear the passion, the emotions. It's always nice.
Yeah, it was a big moment.
Big moment. What's your fastest? Best placement fire?
I think I have a 5th place, I want to say, on there. For one of the older.
Gotcha.
I mean, don't ask me that question because this is my first Big 20 as well.
You guys are crushing it, by the way.
Getting top 8.
Because
Oof.
because my first big 20, I was 39th or so. So, see you guys.
Yeah,
And
and then
that day, Prissy was
So
like,
close.
I think I'm gonna win the most big 20s now.
By the way, super close right now, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Fire, you got 5th place in the 16th.
There we go. That's one that had Metal Gear on it, right?
Yeah.
Left down, come on, baby.
That one I didn't. You had
think
Space
16.
Calls.
It was the homebrew.
It was
one.
what? It was what?
Woods.
yeah, I mean, what? It was so close that what kills we got on day 2 and day 3 were like the big difference at the end.
Yeah, I think I got the quicker because I had the 3 cycle that or 4 cycle that ends in the woods.
Yeah, you had it in the woods, and I had it just in the bath. And I
No,
also
video's
missed.
gonna stop soon,
I also missed the
so-
3 cycle. Yes! I had the 4 cycle on day 3 as well.
Look at that. Look how close that is.
Wow.
Wow.
No, you fucking kidding
Amazing.
me.
GG. And I'm giving shout outs
Gee.
to the people in the top 8.
I just
If you
lost
aren't already following
I
their
just
channels,
lost the funny 7th
click the little
place
heart button,
by
follow their
fucking
channels.
5 seconds.
They all stream retro games, and they're all definitely going to join future Big 20s. Man, look at all
And,
of these times.
Just for
Yeah, look
seconds.
at look at these times, man. 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 8 minutes, 8 minutes. But the top 4 actually had solid runs, like all of them. Top 4. Top 4.
All right.
Yes, very nice, very nice.
So that
GG.
was all created by Prissy. Let's transition here. That was all created by Prissy. I can get rid of starting soon. It was all created by Prissy. He created that video, put it together. Then we were able to put it up on stream for you guys. So big shout out to Prissy. He not only won the event, but he put together this video so that way we could relive the top 8, get some commentary from people who might not have been able to see their games on stream, get to see exactly how many people Jason killed. And what was Jason's score?
I don't remember.
I
was
think it
pretty
was
good, right?
4 out of 8.
It
Because
got to be more.
Oh,
than
in
that,
the,
right?
in the top 8, it's
you-
4 out of 8, but I don't know about 65
Yeah. At least 50% kill rate by Jason. So
more.
we are going to be getting
More.
revenge on Jason. There is a Friday the 13th event. You do not have to
Wait,
sign up
join
for
up.
it if you do not want to, but I'm posting a link in chat right now for the sign up. And the reason you want to sign up is that this is where we're going to pull people's Twitch names from. So you can preset a stream. It helps us with setting up the event. It also helps us know that the event is going to happen. Because if we say, let's do this event, and there's no signups, we don't want to devote the time to host an event that nobody's going to be a part of. So please sign up. And similarly, there's a high score event. This is just a friendly event. People can just hop in. We're going to be doing 3 games back to back to back. You can join any or all or just one. There's Millipede, Tecmo Super Bowl, and Neketsu Dunk Heroes. We'll be posting more information about that soon. But it's just 1, 2, 3 p.m. Eastern time. And it's just going to be everyone playing an hour, as many attempts as they want, seeing who can get the highest score within that hour period. And then we're just going to have a leaderboard with everybody's scores that pop up. So sign up.
That'd
for this
be
event.
actually
Go for it.
that'd be actually live updates as well, like on the race day.
So you guys join Neketsu at least?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna join every.
I don't like yeah, I don't wanna join Millipede. It's a fucking game. It's no joke.
Oh,
I
Pika
like
wants
doing
to
this
win.
Tecmo
No,
Super Bowl one.
So you guys are gonna join Friday 13, I guess, and
Oh,
in Neketsu. Okay.
I'm
joining
trying to
everything.
join everything. I'm joining.
If I join
It's
one of
fun.
these, it's just gonna be the Tecmo Super Bowl one, probably. I don't think I'm doing Millipede or Neketsu.
But yeah, people can
But who
join
knows?
whatever they want, and you guys can wake up on the day of and just show up, and it's perfectly fine. This is just our way of trying to create more events for the NES community to kind of get together and try to extend the life for some of these Big 20 games. Because we have these spring Big 20s where it's all these new games that haven't really been shown in a Big 20 before. No one knows too much about them. We're learning all about them. Then the Big 20 ends after 4 or 5 weeks, and they kind of peter out. And I have just absolutely loved that everyone's stuck with these games. World records are coming down. 50% of the games have a new world record since we started. And so this is our way of trying to support continuing that.
Yeah, we're really seeing a resurgence this year, and a lot of it is owed to the Big 20. The community seems to be growing, and people seem to be playing more. It's just so nice to see for something that's, 3 decades old. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's the year of NES.
That's why it's important to have these kind of events, to like support and push, the NES speedrunning community. Just like, just nice to have something in between these big events, because as Overswarm said, like it's kind of like, we call it Big 20 depression, where everybody's coming together. We have these amazing games, strats and everything. Then the final race happens. It's just, it's over and everybody's sad.
Yeah.
Why it's nice to see that you guys are cooking kind of events. It's also really nice.
All right. There's also the Big 2018 survey. I've linked this several times, but everyone fill this out. It's closing today.
Oh, I got it filled in.
Yeah, I'm closing it at end of day today. So if you haven't filled it out already, fill it out. I cannot state it enough. We use these survey results. We ask everything from like, how do you feel about these games, to how do you feel about the stream? How do you feel about the commentary? How do you feel about just how the event is handled? And we also ask about the fall Player's Choice event. And this is something we discuss internally regularly. But sometimes we just need more information, because there's not necessarily a right or wrong. It's just, what does the community want the most? What helps the community the most? And People's Choice events have typically been everyone voting for like 20 games to go into the Big 20 race. And they're more popular games typically that end up getting voted in. And there are positives and negatives to this. Like, one of the big positives is that it's the largest event. It's like twice as many as our spring events normally. One of the negatives is that it often has repeat games, and people come in knowing a lot of the games already. And so we want to keep it being a popular event, keep it being open and accessible to people. But how we do that is kind of up to you guys. So as you fill out the survey, we're going to be looking over this and figuring out how we want to structure these events. So if you have any comments, ideas, questions, concerns, they all go in there.
Another thing I want to say is, if you enjoy these VODs, these compilations, this is my second one. Even if I don't join, I plan on doing these for every single Big 20 now, from now on. These watch parties after the full race. It's a lot of work, but I think it's worth it. And I like the data. Just like, doing these watch parties, everybody coming together, being on a virtual couch. It's nice. So I just hope that this kind of motivates people to, bring the best and to give it their best shot to get into the top 8. I think it's a really cool thing. I hope it motivates more people.
Yeah, you got to get
doing
on the
Big 20.
couch.
Yeah.
Yeah, not only
I'm trying
a colored name, you can get on the virtual couch.
I'm trying to improve. I'm trying to improve my compilations as well. I think it's a big improvement this year from the last compilation, which was basically just very bad.
I mean,
Kind of like Paint.
This was very solid. I really enjoyed being able to like watch everyone's run simultaneously, see how close people were, and like see like people jockeying for position, all the different strategies, and like the times that you put at the bottom. where you showed like the top 8 for the games. That was fantastic. I love that.
Yeah, you guys' the life update thing kind of inspired me.
Yeah, that was a team of people. It was not a robot. Looking for Giants helped quite a bit, updating like our stats and spreadsheets and a lot of automation stuff. But it was done so well. I thought it was automated, and it wasn't. People were just manually typing stuff in.
So good, so good. I loved it. It's amazing.
Yeah, that was a pretty nice feature on the stream. Rather.
Definitely, we're getting like an ESPN caliber team building up our skills. We're gonna be on the Ocho soon.
Mm-hmm.
Pyroth's gonna be the color commentator. Can't wait.
Welcome everybody. But really awesome work, Prizzy. I know how much work these things take too. I tried to do one of these videos for the first Nescathlon, and I kind of quit halfway through. It's a ton of work.
But I still have VODs from the top 8 for 20 number 11, 13, and 9. I still haven't done it. I quit halfway for the 9th one.
Yeah.
Because it was so much work and I just got burned out. And, yeah. But not right now. I work with Adobe Premiere Pro, and it's much better than what I've used before. And yeah, I've learned a lot during this video editing. So the more I do it, the better and faster it will be, and high quality. Quality is not up to me. It's up to my freaking PC. So
Yeah.
I just need a new PC.
I think this quality worked good enough. I was just able to stretch it, fill the screen, put on a filter, and it was very legible. More than good enough.
Hopefully you can do that for the next time.
Sure.
Well,
wait. So
we're gonna find a raid target. If anyone has any suggestions, put them in chat. Does anybody have anything else they'd like to say before we close it up?
I want to thank the staff for everything they did, and Prissy for just because it's so much extra work on top of doing the event. Thank you all. You made it happen, and I hope it feels as worthwhile as it really is for the community, because it's just awesome.
Yeah, and I also wanted to give a huge thanks for the Bone staff, for the for the amazing event. This has been quite a solid selection of games, and it's not my first stint with a big 20. This is actually my third, but it's my first time like actually completing all 20 games and then showing up on race day and doing my thing. And I was really surprised at how I did. And all the others did really well as well, really cool strats. And I just could not have enjoyed it more. It was so fun. And I hope to be able to show up to more of this in the future. In the meantime, well, college is a thing now. I also returned to college just a couple weeks ago. So hopefully it doesn't keep me too busy. And yeah, it's just really, really cool stuff. And
I just want to
thank you.
I just want to say thank you to the racers. Again, we had 20 more than the last spring event, and my dream is to have the spring 20 succeed the viewership and the racership, well, participantship, however you want. Succeed the fall one. I'd like to see that, and it works if you guys are joining.
Yeah.
Join both events, of course, but it's kind of like the spring one is just that's how Big 20 got created in the first place. That's where I have the most fun, and I think it's the most interesting Big 20. Yeah.
All right, so we're going to close up shop here. And before I do, I want to let you guys know that these are just the spring events. There is going to be more. We're going to be hosting some stuff in the summer that is going to be pretty cool and different. So keep your ear to the ground for that. And then fall, there will actually be a player's choice and we're going to be announcing closer to fall exactly how that player's choice is going to go. Expect some changes, but we don't know how much until you guys fill out the survey. All right. Thank you guys for watching this. Thanks for Prissy putting it together. And thank you all for watching and participating and racing in the Big 20 number 18. And we're going to raid into some Castlevania. We get a warning that says it's intended for mature audiences, but I'm sure you guys will be fine.
Thanks for hosting, OS.
Welcome. Bye, everybody.
Bye.